crosstown parking lot rivals, Rapid City Post 22. The Stars look to make it 3 straight over 22 after defeating them in the first round of the state tournament last year and coming away with a thrilling 5-3 come from behind extra inning win last week at Fitzgerald Stadium. I'm Tom Anderson, and when we return, we'll take a look at that game and the season so far for both teams. This is the Soundbites Vintage pregame show.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Then we're back with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show. The Stars opened the scoring last Wednesday in the second after 3 straight singles, followed by a wild pitch by 22 starter Braden Sales, plated the first run of the game. That would be the only run given up by the 22 aces. He went 5 innings, giving up just those 3 hits. He walked 2, fanned 8, including 3 to open the game. Post 22 scored a single run in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. The runs in the 4th and the 5th came on errors, including one on an errant throw from the catcher back to the pitcher after a pitch. Ball wasn't in play, and it was 2-1 at that point. The 3rd run came in the 6th inning. That was a little extra special. Wyatt Reeder, in his last regular season game for Post 22, blasted an opposite field homer for a 3-1 Post 22 lead. Reeder's signed to play baseball for Nebraska, and they'll have him playing in a summer college league in Kansas. He's expected back for the state tournament. He will not be playing tonight nor the rest of the regular season. That state tournament will be hosted by Post 22 at Fitzgerald. Bryce Stapert, who had retired the Stars in order in the 6th after relieving Sales, ran into trouble in the top of the 7th after a leadoff double by Ben Hassett. A hit by pitch and a walk loaded the bases. On what looked like an inning double play, the throw to first was errant, and the Stars tied it up at 3 apiece. Eschmeyer left after 6, having given up 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned with 2 walks.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market.
Came in to pitch the 7th and pitched out of a bases-loaded jam after he intentionally walked Reeder smartly with first base open. Stapert was 3 up, 3 down in the 8th, as was Hassett, striking out 2 to give him 4 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. In the top of the 9th, Stapert again had a bases-loaded situation after another leadoff hit by Hassett, a walk, and another hit by pitch. Post 22 brought in Rowan Fredrickson, one of their top pitchers from last year. As a super senior, he had just returned from his college season in Williston and was making his first appearance against the rivals with the bases jammed. Not a great place to come in. He struck out the first hitter, but leadoff man Tegan Sales stroked a single that scored 2 to put the Stars on top 5-3. After a walk low to the bases, Fredrickson struck out cleanup hitter Max Speed to end the inning. The Stars stayed with their ace reliever Hassett in the bottom of the 9th. They loaded up the bases on a couple of hit by pitches and a walk. With 2 out, Kane McLeod bounced a high chopper back to the mound. Hassett turned, caught it over his shoulder, and fired to first to just get McLeod to end the inning and the game. Looking for more of the same here at Pete Lean tonight. We'll be back with the Traders Market starting lineups when we return with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at PlaymakersLLC.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Here are tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Traders Market. For post 22, the visiting team, they will run with Aiden Roberts at third base tonight. He had been playing shortstop. He wears number 10. Number 11 hitting second is the shortstop Blaine Hunt. Center fielder is Lars Kiefer, wears number 19. Hitting cleanup, Kane McLeod. The left fielder wears number 2. Number 25, the catcher tonight, Josh Elder. He did a fantastic job last Wednesday blocking the pitches in the dirt. He saved 2 or 3 runs in those extra innings. Number 14 in right field is Hadley Burris. He played third base last week. Brixton Steen has the unenviable task of filling in for Wyatt Reeder at first base. He wears number 13. The number 8 hitter, the designated hitter, Braden Stapert, wears number 30. Number 3, and playing second base, Jackson Reeder. And I was hoping for a rematch of the pitching matchup that we had last week, but instead of Braden Sales, it will be Declan Mickley on the hill, number 17. Defensively for Post 320, brought to you by Traders Market. Starting in the outfield from left to right, Ben Hassett is in left field, wears number 15. Aiden Bird is the center fielder tonight, wears number 11. He had been playing right field. Number 2, Colton Melhoff, as they switch off between center and right. Around the infield at third, Tegan Sales wears number 5. Wears number 3, playing the number 5 position. Wearing number 5, playing shortstop, is Noah Wald. Anders Lockhart will be the starting second baseman, wears number 13, and Max Speed, wears number 22, is at first base. Colby Witt behind the plate. And on the mound, Burke Eschmeyer, wears number 23. Eschmeyer on the season, this will be his 6th start. He's gone 25 and a third innings, given up 18 hits, 10 runs, 7 of those earned. Little control problems. He walked 14, but he struck out 34. 4 hit by pitches, thrown 9 wild pitches, and I think they tend to lump the wild pitches and pass balls together. Comes in tonight with an ERA of 1.93 and a whip of 1.26, 4-0 on the season is Eschmeyer. For Mickley, this will be his 4th appearance, 3rd start. He's pitched 10 innings so far in the season, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, 5 walks in those 10 innings. He struck out 14, 1 hit by pitch, no wild pitches. Batting average against him just 167, ERA of 1.40. Eschmeyer, by the way, a batting average also under 200 at 194, so the hits could be at a premium here tonight. The whip for Mickley of 1.1, and he is 2-0 on the season. I want to thank some of the team sponsors, as well as our webcast sponsors, while they are at the home plate discussing the ground rules. Our webcast sponsors include Playmaker Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall and J.C. Penney Wing. Follow them on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events. Mike's Auto Sales at 308 East North Street. Ask about their 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Dakota Discount RV, your local RV dealer with 2 locations, Mall Drive and off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Traders Market, they're located in the Uptown Rapid Mall with more than 4 dozen vendors. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Piquia, just down the road at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. And Soundbites Vintage, your entertainment destination located in Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Discover a better way to buy your music, movies, collectibles, stereo equipment, and more. Game sponsors include Play It Again Sports, NutriShop, Casey Peterson, Active Life Chiropractic, Monument Health Sports Performance Institute, Kodiak Handyman and Auto. Not the wrong ones again. Let me flip the page. Those were the War Eagles. They did that last week. Biersbach Equipment and Supplies, Strive Fitness, Denny Menhold Auto Group, Shields, Tadco Construction, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, McKee Ford, South Dakota Mines, Scoopy Cow, American Family Davis, and Associates Nick Davis Agent, Stuart Martin, Remax Results Real Estate Team, Complete HVAC, and Enco, Builders of Infrastructure and Communications.
The visiting Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats, led by manager.
So we'll take a break here, and we'll come back with the National Anthem and the first pitch as we continue with Post 320 Baseball on YouTube.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events and go online at PlaymakersLLC.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243 and their website with their full inventory at DakotaDiscountRV.com. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
23, Burke Eschmeyer.
Welcome back to Pete Lean Field as we get ready for the National Anthem. Post 22 had a doubleheader last night. They swept Spearfish 13-2 and 11-0. We'll take a break here for the National Anthem and come back with the first pitch. This is Post 320 Baseball.
Those of you who serve in the military or are military veterans may salute the flag. And now, our National Anthem.
Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth as we get ready to get things started here. As we started to mention before the anthem, Post 22 had a doubleheader last night. Braden Stapert on the mound in that first game. Picked up his third win of the season against 2 losses. He went 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, a couple of walks, and 3 wild pitches. And he was relieved. First name by Regan Turnquist. Went an inning, had a strikeout, zeros across the board. In the second game, it was Brody Lee on the mound. He is now 2-0 after picking up the win. Went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Tayton Giddings came in relief, pitched a hitless inning, had a strikeout. Aiden Roberts, 1 for 2 in the first game, 0 for 1 in the second game, but he had 2 RBI in the second game, scored 3 times in the first, had a couple of stolen bases. So Roberts, who is another super senior for Post 22, so he's had limited at-bats so far this year, but for Roberts, he is hitting .444, 4 for 9 on the season, has a double, 2 RBIs, scored 7 runs, drawn 3 walks, a couple of hit by pitches. He has 4 stolen bases, so Post 22, ignited by Roberts from the leadoff position. We're ready to play some baseball here at Pete Lean Field. Eschmeyer on the mound and delivers the first pitch. That one is high and outside, ball 1. Eschmeyer had a great outing last week. Went 6 innings, struck out 10, delivers the second pitch, and catches the black on the outside. 1-1 is the count on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Eschmeyer, right-hander, very short windup, just takes a little side step, delivers the third pitch. That's lined into the gap in right center, giving chase. Melhoff can't get to it, gets it on the hop. Roberts wheels in with a stand-up double to get things started. Game time temperature, I didn't check, but the wind looks like it's trying to die down. It was blowing pretty hard, but it's still moving the flag at a pretty brisk pace. It's kind of blowing from the right-handed batter's box a little bit out towards left, but then it's blowing across from center to left as well as it kind of swirls around some. So those fly balls, especially into left field, could get a little squirrely. Blaine Hunt, the shortstop. Lars Kiefer, the center fielder, on deck. Hunt on the season hitting .333. Left-handed hitter. Eschmeyer takes a quick look at second. Roberts weaves back and forth. Right up the middle through the glove of Eschmeyer into center field. That's going to score Roberts. The throw will be cut off by Speed, and it's 1-0 on back-to-back hits to start the inning for Post 22. 1-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard.
Number 19, Lars Kiefer.
Lars Kiefer. Last night did not have an official at bat in the first game, scored 3 times, drew 3 walks, was 1 for 3 with a couple RBIs and a run scored in the second game of that doubleheader, hitting .457 on the season. Throw back to first. Hunt dives back. Hunt with 7 stolen bases. He's been caught stealing twice. I think one of those was last week. So runner on first. This is lined to center field, and Bird will have to play it on the hop. 2 Aidens. I figured I'd get them mixed up at some point. We did it in the first inning, so hopefully we got rid of it. So Bird playing shallow center field. It's .370 to center here at Pete Lean. .415 into the left center gap. .325 down the left field line, .350 in the right field line. And Kane McLeod, cleanup hitter. One of the few hitters for Post 22 under 300, hitting just .243. Eschmeyer runners at first and second, delivers. The bunt is fouled back. So McLeod a little late to spin. So it'll be 0-1. We'll see if they keep the bunt on or not. McLeod on the season has driven in 18. He scored 11 times, has a double, triple, and a home run. Walked 7 times, struck out 8. Eschmeyer from the stretch. He turns to bunt. That's going to be popped down the third baseline. They'll let it roll foul, strike 2. So not often you see the cleanup hitter bunting with runners at first and second and none out. Not a lot of extra base hits on the season for Post 22. Just 27 doubles, 6 triples, 4 home runs. So with an 0-2 count, Eschmeyer delivers to the right-handed hitting Kane McLeod, the left fielder. Runners at first and second, short lead. That one, ring him up from the outside corner. That is a playmaker strikeout, a huge one for Eschmeyer. One down, Josh Elder will step to the plate.
Number 25, Josh Elder.
Elder hitting .367 on the year. 3 doubles, a triple. He's driven in 20 to take over the RBI lead. Left-handed hitting catcher. 1 out. Looks at that one on the outside. Strike 1. So Eschmeyer gave up 3 hits to start the game, a double, a couple of singles, strikes out McLeod. He's up on Elder. No balls and 1 strike. Left fielder shading a little bit towards the left field line, otherwise center field and right field playing pretty much straight ahead. That one is Elder. Makes his living getting hit by pitches, I think. For Elder, that is... Well, I know he got hit last week. No, I was thinking of Hunt. And the catcher for Post 320 is Witt. That's the first actual time that Elder's been hit by the pitch this year. Loads up the bases. Hadley Burris, who had been playing third base, moved to right field tonight. Burris, .433 on the year. He's driven in 11. He's got the bases jammed right now with 1 out. Eschmeyer will work out of the full windup, such as it is. A little step. Right-hander delivers, and that's going to be high and outside. Ball 1. So you got the big strikeout on McLeod, but then hit Elder. 1 run in already here in the top of the first inning for Post 22 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard, and they are threatening here with Hadley Burris at the plate. Right-hander takes a look at a strike right down the middle. 1-1. Almost had an errant throw again there. That cost 320 a run in the game last Wednesday. Just an errant throw, and then there was another throw that didn't get by Eschmeyer, but was close. This one's fouled off to the right side, giving Chase his speed. He has room, makes the play, and he'll run it in. Elder was away from the plate as he searched for the foul ball. Hustled back to the plate. Hunt thought better of it on the infield pop-up. In foul ground, Brixton Steen will step in, replaces Wyatt Reeder at first base. Steen, 500 on the year, 8 of 16. Looks like that pitch just misses high and away, ball 1. Steen, 7 RBIs, 3 runs, 16 at-bats on the season. 2 gone, top of the first, 1-0 lead for Post 22. They have the bases juiced with 2 outs. And now 2 balls and no strikes on the first baseman, Steen, the number 7 hitter. Eschmeyer continues to work out of the full windup. That one will be a strike. Caught the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Steen has not drawn a walk this season, just 1 strikeout. He's been hit by a pitch twice. 26 times as a Post 22 hitter has been hit by a pitch. That one gets away from Witt, lost it for a moment. Fortunately for Post 320, the ball lands on the plate. That is one of the things that Post 320 struggled with in the games that I've covered and watched on this YouTube channel is pass balls and wild pitches. on the season for Post 320. 25 wild pitches registered, including 9 by Eschmeyer. Eschmeyer now has 5 hits batsman on the season. 3-1, 2 outs. Steen can look for a good one to stroke on. Left-hander has the hands down by the waist. Fouls this one back, and now we'll have motion in the ocean. 3-2, 2 outs. Board is lit up. And Eschmeyer trying to work out of first inning trouble. Trying to keep that number up on the scoreboard, just a straight 1. Eschmeyer takes a breath, looks in for the sign. Runners in motion. That one's fouled hard to the left side towards the Post 320 dugout. Runners will retreat. We'll go again. Ball rebounded back on the field of play. Sales tosses it out. Eschmeyer cruised through the first 3 innings last week before he got into trouble in that 4th. That one is high, and they walk in a run. So that straight 1 goes to a crooked 2 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard, and it's a 2-0 lead for Post 22 here in the top of the first. Braden Stapert in the DH role tonight. And I don't even know if I have... He didn't have enough at-bats to plug into my stat sheet. Primarily has been tossing the ball. He's had 5 pitching appearances, 2 starts, including that win last night over Spearfish. Went 4 innings, struck out 6. Only had to throw 65 pitches. And Eschmeyer
Next batter, designated hitter, number 30.
Facing the number 8 hitter with the bases still loaded. Struck out McLeod with runners on base. Then hit Elder to load the bases up. Got the pop out by Burris to the first baseman. Walks in a run here. That one, good backhanded stop on the outside as they hit dirt. Witt keeps it in front of him, saves the run. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. The count on the number 8 hitter, Braden Stapert. Eschmeyer delivers that one just inside strike 1. The seam must have caught the edge of the black because that was not far from hitting Stapert. No place to put him. Bases are jammed up with red jerseys of Post 22. That pitch also inside. Now a 1-2 count. We'll see where Eschmeyer goes. He's gone inside tight the last 2 pitches. If he comes in again, Stapert might just lean into it. Take one for the team. Plate that 3rd run here in the top of the 1st. See if Eschmeyer goes down and away. They set up that way. This one to the shortstop. They'll go the easy way to 2nd. 6-4 put out. But 2 runs in for Post 22 on 3 hits that led off the game, 1 walk, no errors, and 3 left standing on the bases at the end of 1/2 inning as Post 22 2. The Stars coming to the plate on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. We are back with the bottom of the 1st from Mike's Auto Sales. This is Post 320 Baseball.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. They also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Welcome back to Pete Lean Field. Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
2 runs in the top of the first for Post 22. Post 320, their Traders Market lineup looks this way. Tegan Sales, Aiden Bird, Colton Melhoff, the first 3 hitters to be up. Max Speed out of the cleanup spot. Ben Hassett hitting 5th. He had a huge game last Wednesday. He went 3 for 4, had a couple of runs scored. Noah Wald will hit 6th. Anders Lockhart in the number 7 spot. Colby Witt in the number 8 spot. The designated hitter tonight is Adam Jansen. Defensively for Post 22, across the outfield and left field, it's Kane McLeod, center fielder Lars Kiefer, the right fielder is Hadley Burris. Around the infield, Aiden Roberts at third base tonight, Blaine Hunt at short. The second baseman is Jackson Reeder, and Brixton Steen at first.
Leading off in the Post 320 Stars first. Third baseman, number 3, Tegan Sales.
Because we're
Yeah, it's. I'm trying. Can you hear the ads? No, you can't hear the ads either? Okay.
I don't even have a scoreboard in the front.
We are experiencing audio problems. Leading off for Post 320 in their camo uniforms tonight, Tegan Sales. Mickley, a left-hander. Fires one in for strike 1. Sales 333 on the year. 3 doubles, a couple of home runs, 21 hits. Knocked in 17. He scored 23, has 4 stolen bases, so very important leadoff man. Mickley raises the arms up high, then brings them down the shoulder, then to the belt, and delivers. This one's fouled off to the right, and very quickly Mickley on top of Sales. No balls, 2 strikes. For Mickley, his 4th appearance, 3rd start, 10 innings on the season, struck out 14. 1.40 ERA. And the delivery. Sales way behind on that high fastball. And it's one quick out.
Center fielder, number 11,
Aiden Bird
Bird.
got off to a smoking start. Still hitting over 500 at 535. 23 hits, and he's had 9 extra base hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and a couple home runs. 15 RBIs, scored 19 times. The lefty on lefty here with 1 gone, bottom of the first inning. That one is just inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Mickley, and that is high and tight. Evens count at 1 apiece. Colton Melhoff stands on deck. Bird playing center field tonight. Very unusual delivery from Mickley. Brings the ball down, and that one is going to be strike 2. That's what I wanted to check. All right, I think we have the audio problem figured out. Mickley 2-1, and that one is high and tight, 3-1. So Bird was down 0-1 to start, has waited Mickley out on the last 3 pitches. 2-0 lead for Post 22 here. Picked up 2 in the top of the first. We're in the bottom of the first inning. On the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard, that one is swing and a miss, 3-2. Post 22, after their 2 wins last night, coming in with a record of 11-3. Post 320 is 12-4 on the season. They split a couple of doubleheaders last weekend in Cheyenne. Won the first 2 on Saturday, dropped the 2 on Sunday. This one's fouled back to the fence. We'll run it again. 3-2-1 up on the scoreboard. Kind of looking at the trees, it looked like the wind had died down, but the flag is still flapping around down the left field line. Three and two pitch. Mickley takes his time, drops down and delivers. That's inside, ball 4. So Bird, looking to get things going for post 320, draws a walk. His 12th walk of the season. He has 4 stolen bases. Colton Milhoff, 408 average, 8 doubles, a triple. He's driven in 16. So we'll see if Coach Mike Jansen puts something in play here, something in motion. A short lead at first with the lefty on the mound. Bird just short of that infield cutout. Breaking ball drops in. That might be the first breaking ball we've seen from Mickley here tonight. Everything else looked to be fastballs. 0-1. Milhoff hitting from the right side of the plate. Takes a look at a pitch on the outside. Ball 1. Right fielder shading towards center. Center fielder between the bag and the shortstop position. Left fielder playing pretty much straight away. The shadows start to fall over the left side of the infield here at Pete Lean. Breaking ball is high, ball 2. Mickley on the year has walked 5 in his 10 innings, so he's struggled a little bit with control. The 2-1 pitch, short lead again. They throw over back in plenty of time. You never know if that's just the show me move. I don't think that's probably the best move the left-hander has. But Bird gets back easily. He may have another step over there. See if he takes it. You still got that lead just a step short of the infield cutout. That pitch outside, 3-1. $20 stolen bases as a team for post 320, so they don't run a lot. The Bird leads the team with 4. Tegan Sales also has 4. And that pitch misses on the outside, ball 4, and back-to-back walks has 320 in business with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Max Speed, the big stick so far this year for post 320. 23 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 big flies. He's hitting .314. He's struggled, though, against post 22. Last week, he was 0 for 5, including 3 strikeouts as they worked him with slow breaking stuff, low and away. Now, those are with the right-hander. We'll see if Mickley can do the same thing. He goes way outside, ball 1. I didn't look back to see against Cheyenne, but I don't think he had a big Sunday either. So his last 3 games, he is in a bit of a slump. Runners at first and second, though, here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. And the Stars trailing post 22, 2-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Mickley takes his time, Speed aways another pitch high and outside. We saw this a couple of weeks ago when Casper was in town. Speed did not draw an intentional walk, but they didn't give him anything close to hittable. So now we'll see with the 2-0 count, 1 out, runners at first and second in the bottom of the first. And Mickley tries to find the strike zone. Speed, right-handed hitter, open stance. Mickley again works the outside. They really got him last week on those 3 strikeouts with breaking pitches that were down and away. And it had Speed really off balance, waving at the pitch. Now 3-0. Runners at first and second and a 2-0 lead. You would think they would come after him. So a little conference on the mound between Mickley and Elder. And they're ready with 3-0. See if Speed's up there swinging or if he is taking all the way. They play him pretty much straight away. Right fielder shaded a bit to center, and that's ball 4. They didn't even come close to the strike zone. That loads him up for Ben Hassett, who has been blistering hot.
Number 15, Ben Hassett.
Hassett, 3 for 4 in that game last Wednesday. And on the season, hitting now .313, 4 doubles, a couple of triples. He's driven in 11. Now we're going to have a full red shirt conference on the mound. That's a chance to remind you at the end of each of our broadcasts, here from Pete Lean Field, we will name a player of the game. That player of the game brought to you by Paisanos Paquia. Paisanos just down the road on Canyon Lake Drive, and I might put a few pounds on this year because that is so close. We live way north of town, so we don't make it over this way very often, but when we do, we make sure that Paisanos pizza box is in the car or the truck on the way home. Ben Hassett hitting from the left side, Mickley the left-hander. Bases loaded. Infield playing back. First and third, just a step or so behind the bag. And Hassett stands in, awaiting the first pitch from Mickley, and takes a strike down the middle. So after missing badly on 4 pitches to Speed and walking him, Hassett looks at a strike. Now he's ready to go. Mickley out of the full windup, holding the hands high and really holding them up high. Now he brings them down to shoulder. Takes his time, and now delivers. That one is high and inside, ball 1. Mickley trying to upset the timing of the hitters. Sometimes that actually upsets the natural rhythm of his flow on the mound as well. 1-1 the count, 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the first inning on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Post 22 put up 2 in their half of the first. Stars trying to answer here in the bottom of the first inning. A swing on a breaking ball is missed by Hassett. 1-2 now. Fooled Hassett with the off-speed breaking pitch. Not much of a lead for any of the runners at this point with 1 out. Mickley delivers. That one is looped into left field, and that's going to be played by the left fielder who's playing shallow. Runners retreat, 2 gone. Not deep enough to advance Bird, who has the speed from third.
Number 5, Noah Wall.
And Kane McLeod had Hassett played perfectly, took a couple of steps in. Out number 2, Noah Wald, the shortstop. 295 on the season, has driven in 10. 3 doubles and a triple in the extra base hit column. Trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the first inning with the bases loaded. Wald from the right side, open stance. Here comes Mickley's delivery, and that catches the outside, strike 1. Good pitch placement there by Mickley. Hassett did a good job in that at-bat, going the other way, going with the pitch with the 2 strikes. Just didn't get it to lay down fast enough. If that is in the gap, that's an easy hit and a couple of runs score. But Wald takes a look at a pitch way outside, ball 1. So 1-1 the count. Bases loaded on 3 walks by Mickley. Mickley, a big guy out there. Tries to drop the breaking ball in, misses outside. 2-1 now the count. Wald had a hit and scored the first run of the game on Wednesday in that win over Post 22. Mickley's pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2, 2 outs. Mickley's hard stuff has had the Post 320 hitters just a half tick behind on their swings. Hands held close in by Wald. Now he raises the bat up. Looks at ball 3 outside. We'll have motion in the ocean again. 3-2, 2 outs. Base hit will bring in 2 if it gets out of the infield. Looking for a seeing eye single. Drop something in the gap. Center fielder playing very shallow for Wald. Leaves the gaps open. Runners in motion. Wald takes ball 4. So 4 walks in the first inning for Mickley. And post 320 is on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard for the first time. They trail it 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. And Anders Lockhart has not had a lot of at-bats. Been to the plate 28 times. He is hitting .250 on the season. Has a couple of doubles, has knocked in 4. He had a base hit in the second inning last week. Takes a look at that one, high and away, ball 1. That was his only hit of the night. Drew a walk and scored one of the 2 runs in the 9th inning to seal the deal for post 320 in their win over post 22. That's 2 straight wins now for the Stars. That one just catches the upper part of the strike zone, 1-1. After years of seeing the L and column next to the post 22 on their schedule, trying to make it 3 straight. Mickley hesitates, drops the arm, comes down, misses way outside. Again, that extra delay just seems to throw his timing off. It's a lot of mechanics going on in his windup right now. That one is flied high to left field. McLeod drifts back, settles under it, and that is out number 3 in the inning. 1 run, no hits, 4 walks, 3 left on base at the end of 1. It's a 2-1 lead for post 22 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We're back with more 320 baseball.
Paisanos Pachia's Pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth with Harley at the controls. We are bringing you post 320 baseball tonight and their home games throughout the season. 1 inning in the books. It's a 2-1 lead for post 22 over post 320. The 9th place hitter will be Jackson Reeder. He hit out of the 2-hole last night in both the games. Did not have an official at bat in the second game, scored a run, had an RBI, got hit by a pitch, and drew a walk. In the first game, had just 1 official at bat, scored 3 times, drew 3 walks, had a stolen base. Takes a look at the first pitch, strike 1. Eschmeyer with 24 pitches in that first inning. And try and be a little more efficient here. Post 22 started the game with 3 straight hits, a double, single, single. Then a hit by pitch and a walk with the bases loaded forced in the second run. 1-1 the count. Tegan Sales playing way in on the third base side, expecting a bunt from Reeder as he fouls off the pitch. It's 1-2. Now Sales will back up off the grass. No, still has the heels on the edge of the grass. Still expecting Reeder maybe to drop one down. Delivery from Eschmeyer, tries to go high and away with the breaking ball, misses 2-2. Reeder 316 on the season. 6 of 19, this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit again to start the inning. So Reeder on, had a stolen base last night. Has 3 now on the season. Back to the top of the order. Aiden Roberts started the game with a double in the right center field gap. Roberts is super senior, going to school at Garden City College. Hitting from the right-hand side, looks at the pitch away, ball one. Roberts, an outstanding basketball player, Rapid City Christian, had the opportunity to cover him for his basketball career there, primarily at the LNI. And the throw just misses. Great move by Eschmeyer. Speed thought he had him. And if they had replay, they'd probably be calling for it right now. That might shorten up the lead for Reeder at first. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch inside, strike one. Eschmeyer living on the inside of that plate against the right-handers as they crowd the plate. There's nothing they can do with that pitch. As long as he continues to paint the black inside, they'll have to make some adjustments. Stapert had the same problem. Right under his wrist, couldn't do anything with it. Here's Eschmeyer's breaking ball, strike two. 1-2 now. A couple of beautiful pitches there by Eschmeyer. He's been so impressive in his work so far this year. Takes a look at first. That one misses outside. Witt with the backhand. Count evens up at 2-2. Jackson Reeder started the inning with a single, stands at first base. Now he stretches that lead almost to the infield cutout. This one is lined to the shortstop. Wald has the play and does not make the throw to first. Reeder diving back to first. He's going to have to dig some dirt out of those pants. The line out to the shortstop. Wald went high for it. One gone here in the top of the second. 2-1 lead for Post 22 over the Post 320 Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Blaine Hunt had an RBI single, drove in Roberts after his leadoff double. From the left side, looks at that pitch high, ball one. So Hunt with a single, an RBI, and a run scored here already tonight, filling up the line score. Came in hitting .333. Throw to first, not in time. Hunt has been hit by the pitch 7 times. If any of you remember Major Leaguer Ron Hunt, it's the appropriate last name. Ron Hunt getting plucked plenty of times over his career. He might be the all-time leader in hit by pitch. I was having that discussion with somebody last Wednesday after he got hit. He got hit his first 2 times to the plate. 2-0, back to first again. Speed got him on the back leg, but not before the hand reached the base. So Jackson Reeder measuring it out. 32 stolen bases on the season for Post 22. Only 4 times have they been caught. Reeder, a little shorter lead this time. That pitch fouled back 2-1. Hitter's count, maybe not wanting to distract the left-handed hitter up there. Hunt, .333, has 10 RBIs. Drawn just 3 walks. Makes up for it with the hit by pitchers. Then Reeder goes. The bunt is laid down. Fielded by Eschmeyer. Goes to first. High throw. Speed at 6'3". Pulls it down. They get the runner at first, but they move Jackson Reeder to second on the sacrifice. 1-3. 2 out, and Lars Kiefer will step in. The number 3 hitter. .457 average coming into tonight's game. Also had a base hit in the first inning. As Post 22 greeted Eschmeyer with 3 straight singles to open the game. Kiefer, 14 RBI on the season. 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run. One of the few Post 22 hitters racking up some extra base hits. Kiefer from the right side takes a look at the ball outside, and Witt hustles after it, but the speed of Jackson Reeder allows him to advance on the pass ball. Witt did a good job of keeping it in front of him, but it bounced about 10 feet to his right. And Reeder read the ball in the dirt very well, got a good jump. So he stands on third now with 2 out here in the top of the second inning. Kiefer wags the bat back behind his head. Eschmeyer delivers. That is just low. The umpire giving the high and inside strikes. That one a little low in his zone. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. We've got some deuces going on the board. Post 22 with 2 runs. Breaking ball misses high and away. Now 3-0 as they pitch maybe a little carefully to Kiefer, who is now the prime hitter probably in this post 22 lineup with Wyatt Reeder gone for the season as he goes off to Kansas playing a college league. He's a huge hole in the post 22 lineup, and Kiefer watches that strike catch the outside corner. 3-1. Kiefer, also an outstanding basketball player at Rapid City Christian. That pitch misses inside, and maybe a little bit of an intentional walk as they pitch around Kiefer. First and third, and Kiefer with some wheels over there has 4 stolen bases, had 1 last night. No one caught stealing on the season. So first and third, McLeod took the K in his last at bat in the first inning with the bases loaded. Now with first and third, 2 out. Chance to do some damage here in the top of the second. Eschmeyer throws over to Kiefer. Kiefer with the dive back. Jackson Reeder really didn't make a break on the play. A bit of a dangerous play if that ball gets away from speed. Reeder scores from third. Here's the pitch by Eschmeyer, high and tight, ball 1. So against the right-handers, he's been coming inside, getting the call, but that one a little too far inside and up and out of the strike zone. Average lead at first for Kiefer. Here's the pitch. That is out to right field. Melhoff giving chase, and he will run it down just shy of the foul line. McLeod flies out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left aboard at the end of 1.5. It's a 2-1 lead for Post 22 over Post 320 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. Back with the bottom of the second as we continue with Post 320 baseball.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
And we are back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. The bottom of the second inning coming up for Post 320. It will be the bottom of the order. Colby Witt, the number 8 hitter. Adam Jansen, the designated hitter. And then back to the top with Tegan Sales. Declan Mickley walked 4 batters in that first inning, giving up a run. Had a strikeout. See if he has a little better command of his pitches here in the bottom of the second inning.
Catcher number 4,
Colby Witt struggled a little bit at the plate this year, hitting .222, has just 1 extra base hit. That is a double. He has been hit by a pitch, though, 8 times to go along with a couple of walks, so he gets on base. Last week, got hit by a pitch his last 2 times to the plate. Mickley catches the outside, strike one. Mickley 32 pitches in that first inning, so both pitchers using up some arm. That ball misses, 1-1. Witt from the right-hand side. Pretty much an even stance. They'll play him straight away and shallow in the outfield. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, 1-2. Infield at normal depth. Bit of a break for post 320 with the courtesy runner for the catcher. When they scored, I believe, the 2 to tie it. And here's a bouncer to the second baseman. Handled there, and to first, Reeder gobbles it up. One gone.
Next batter, designated hitter,
So after
14, Adam Johnson.
After Witt got hit by the pitch in the top of the seventh, there was a 7-inning game. They had a courtesy runner, and on a play at first, what looked like it was going to be an inning double play, the ball got away. Had Witt been on second, I don't know that he scores on that play. They had a courtesy runner in for him. Was able to score from second to tie things up. Shot up the middle. Mickley jumps out of the way, handled by the shortstop, and then dropped. I don't know that he gets him. We'll see what they scored. I'm guessing it should be a hit. For Jansen with the base hit, so they thought he would leg it out. It's a tough chance up the middle for Hunt, who had to come a long way. Mickley just danced out of the way as the ball went straight up the middle. So back to the top of the order. Tegan Sales struck out to open the game. Entered hitting .333. It struck out just 3 times on the season. One of those was to open the game last week, and that one is inside, bounces away, and going to second on the wild pitch will be Jansen. We talked about what a great job Elder did digging the balls out and keeping them in front of him, especially in the extra frames. A couple of times, bases loaded jam, Fredrickson put him in the dirt, and he was able to keep in front of him. That time the ball hit the inside, then bounced away to his right. Runner on second now with 1 out. Sales looking to drive him in, fouls it off to the right side. Count is even at 1-1. Sales with 17 RBI. 3 doubles, a couple home runs. He was our Paisanos Paquia player of the game twice in the doubleheader on the Saturday games against Casper a few weeks ago. Kind of twisted around his batting stance. Mickley again misses badly outside and away. 2-1 the count. Jansen stands on second. Mickley out of the stretch. Takes another look at second and delivers. Breaking ball right down the first baseline and foul. So Sales going with the breaking pitch. Couldn't keep it inside the line. 2-2. Bottom of the second inning. Post 22 with a 2-1 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Sales, that bat wrapped way behind his head and high. A little shimmy going on. Mickley looks at second. Nobody there. Now Mickley shuffles around a bit on the mound. I like the lead that Jansen is taking. He steps away from the baseline so he can see where the shortstop is. The shortstop can't sneak around behind him. Now he steps back into the baseline. That one just misses high and outside. Sales wasn't sure if that was going to be rung up for strike number 3. Full count, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Stars trying to get a 1-out rally going here. After the single and the wild pitch, now Sales is going to step out of the box. Surprised the hitters haven't done that more with Mickley, especially when he's in that full windup and he holds that ball at his shoulder for such a long time. Mickley exhales, delivers. That one is flown into right. Easy play. Runner has to stay at second. Burris, again, in the perfect position.
Next batter,
The lights are on here at Pete Lean. There's still a little bit of sun for the right field to contend with. Burris did a nice job of finding the ball. They're playing him very shallow for most of the hitters. With Bird coming up, the left fielder actually steps back some. But Lars Kiefer, and we saw Kiefer play a very shallow center field last week as well at Fitzgerald Stadium. Bird walked and scored. That pitch gets him leaning back, ball 1. He walked, Melhoff walked, Speed walked to load up the bases after a fly out to left by Hassett. Noah Wald drew a walk, and that is a 1 on the board for post 320 in the bottom of the first. Trying to add something here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, runner on second. Bird off speed pitch inside, ball 2. Mickley now up to 45 pitches. Both their starters last night were less than 70 in the 4 innings that they went. We'll see how long Mickley's able to go here. That pitch high and inside, and Elder wants to go out and have a conversation with his pitcher. 3-0 the count now. 2 outs. Bird with a .535 average on the season. He's driven in 15 runs. He has 9 extra base hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and a couple of jacks. Lefty against lefty, looking for something in the groove. For something to drive to get to the outfield, get that run in to tie things up. Here's the pitch by Mickley, and that is going to be inside. Walk him. That is the 5th walk of the game now for Bird.
Batter number 2, Colton
Melhoff, he walked his first time up. One of the 4 walks issued in that first inning by Mickley. Melhoff, 408 average, 8 doubles and a triple, 16 RBI. He has now drawn 10 walks on the season. Mickley kicks, delivers, misses high and outside. And there is activity in the post 22 bullpen. Be very surprised to see Mickley come back out in the 3rd if he can get out of the jam here. 2-1 lead, post 22, Stars with runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's the delivery, fouled back to the fence. 1-1 the count on the number 3 hitter, Colton Melhoff. Melhoff last week 0 for 4 with a walk. A little different matchup here, Mickley versus Sales. Mickley grooves it, and that is fouled down the third base line. Melhoff would like to have that one back. 1-2. That way out ahead of that one. So Mickley in control here at 1-2, trying to seal the deal in the inning. Misses just outside, low and away. Nice pitch by Mickley. And a good job by Melhoff to hold off on it. 2s across the board. Number 2 at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Deuce is running wild again on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. That pitch gets away. The throw is high to third. And that ball didn't go anywhere away from Elder. He just had a hard time finding it. Great heads-up running play by Jansen to advance. It was helped out by the high throw. Elder probably not expecting to see the runners go since the ball didn't get away that far. Now with runners on second and third, an opportunity to take the lead. if Milhoff can deliver. 3-2. Milhoff waits. Mickley delivers. Misses outside. And Max Speed comes to the plate with the bases jammed. 4 walks in the first inning. 2 walks this inning for Mickley. After a 1-out single, Sales flew out to right. Back-to-back walks to Bird and Milhoff. And Max Speed, they didn't give him anything even remotely close to the strike zone his first time up. But no place to put him this at bat. So Mickley's going to have to come in, and Speed, who has been in a little bit of a slump, looking to break out of it here and deliver a lead for the post 320 Stars here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside, ball 1. Speed has this habit, when he doesn't swing, he takes his hand off the bat and kind of waves at the ball as it goes by. Here's Mickley. The pause out of the full windup. Drops, delivers, way outside. Elder does a great job getting out of the crouch, chasing it down. 1-1. Mickley has thrown a ton of balls in that high and outside area. If it's not the breaking ball that's coming out of his hand right. Count 1-1. Speed takes a look at a ball. That pitch looked pretty good, but again, the strike zone has been consistent. That low pitch not being called, the high pitch is. So Speed, knowing that, takes ball 2. 2-1. Mickley trying to get out of a bases loaded jam here in the bottom of the second, maintain that 2-1 lead. And that pitch is just outside. Well, that's a couple of good-looking pitches by Mickley that have just been off the plate, and Speed. The luxury of a 3-1 count now. Mickley has to come in. There's no place to put Speed. The bases are loaded. Walk will tie it up. A hit will put the Stars in front. Speed watches ball 4 go by. And that might be it for Mickley. He walks in the second run of the game
Number 15,
as Jansen crosses the plate. And there is still no appearance from pitching coach nor manager Rich Downs. They're going to let Mickley go. Hassett, a short liner to left field, his first time up. Left fielder playing him a little deeper this time. That same hit would drop in. Right fielder shading his eyes. It's the only sun field right now, and Mickley misses way outside. His rhythm is entirely off. He has walked 3 straight for the second time this game after giving up a single. Now we're going to have another mound visit and conversation. Give us a chance to thank a couple of our team sponsors. I'll promise I'll get on the right page this time. Biersbach Equipment and Supply, Strive Fitness, Denny Menhold Auto Group, Shields, and Tatco Construction. All those companies contributing their resources to Post 320 to bring you 320 baseball throughout the year. And of course, our webcast sponsors, Playmakers, Traders Market, Mike's Auto Sales, Paisanos Pakia, Soundbites Vintage, and Dakota Discount RV. 1-0 the count. They've broken up the conference. And Hassett 0 for 1 on that liner to left. Right fielder playing deep, standing right in the little sliver of sunshine that's coming onto the field right now. Hassett looks at ball 1 high, or ball 2 rather, 2-0. 1 hit in the game for Post 320. They've drawn 7 walks. That pitch high and tight. And still no visit from the dugout. Still activity down in the bullpen. 3-0, 2 outs. See if Hassett lets this one go by. Taken all the way, strike 1. Catches the high inside strike. So Hassett, hoping for another bases loaded walk, will stand in with a 3-1 count. Mickley This one lined to left, and that one just slices off to the left and foul. Hassett again going away with the pitch. So motion in the ocean. We got full count, 3-2. Bird on third, Melhoff on second, Max Speed on first, all of them with speed. That pitch is high and tight, ball four. That is 4 straight walks now issued by Mickley, and that is going to do it. So we'll take a break for this Traders Market pitching change. We'll be back with more 320 baseball from the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth here at Pete Lean Field.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachia's Pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. At Mike's at 5-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Caught Harley by surprise and said we'll come back. Harley, who helps me with our live ticket broadcast and also on the War Eagles broadcast. We'll have a Rapid City War Eagles semi-pro football team. They're on the road this week against the champion of the last 2 years of the Championship Football League. They actually won the national championship last year, the NOCO Nightmare, appropriately named. And then the War Eagles will be at home on June 6th against the Flames out of Colorado Springs. So we will be there. We'll still have a webcast here. We just won't have an announcer, as I haven't been able to find somebody to come in and be a backup. So if somebody out there wants to give it a swing, contact me through Facebook and we can talk about it. The new pitcher on the mound, Tayton Giddings. Giddings pitched last night. In the second game, went an inning, had a strikeout. Right-hander. First pitch is fouled off to the right. And that will find the grass down the right field line. Strike one. Giddings on the season. That might have been his first appearance last night. I don't have him on my stat sheet. Misses with that pitch, a ball and a strike. Again, Elder doing a good job keeping it in front of him. No other changes defensively. Traders Market pitching change. This ball flies to right, and again, perfectly played by Burris in right field. So a couple of pitches, and Giddings is out of the inning. The 2 runs across for Post 320 as they take a 3-2 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. They did that on just 1 hit. No errors. The bases again left full of 320 stars. That inning recap brought to you by our friends at Playmakers. We'll be back with the top of the third from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth here at Pete Lean Field, Post 320 base.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back with you at Pete Lean Field in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. 45 pitches through the first couple of innings for Eschmeyer, as he worked out of trouble in both the first and second inning. Gave up 3 hits to start the game, the 2 runs in the first for post 22. There were runners at first and third before he got McLeod to fly out to right to end the second. Josh Elder got hit by a pitch his first time up. Left-handed hitting catcher looks at a pitch just inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Elder, Burris, and Steen, the 3 due up here in the top of the third as second pitch goes low for ball 2.
Very thorough.
3 straight hits to start the game for post 22, and then a bases-loaded walk. This one, fly ball, left center field. Bird drifts, tracks it down. This post 320 outfield has some wheels out there. Hassett, Bird, and Milhoff covered a lot of ground. In that first inning, Roberts was able to find the gap in right center. Delivered a double, scored on the single by Hunt. First of 2 runs there. Hadley Burroughs popped out to the first baseman. His first attempt here tonight. Eschmeyer starts him off with a high strike. Eschmeyer 4-0 on the year. If you look at Game Changer, they have him listed at 5-0, but they gave him the win last Wednesday instead of Hassett. This one, right center. And there is Bird. Makes the play again. Goes left to make the play after going right to get the first out. 2 quick flyouts to center field. And Eschmeyer, just what he needed after going 45 pitches in the first 2 innings. Looking to be a much more efficient inning here. Steen drew the walk, got the RBI for the second run, and Eschmeyer starts here with a strike. If Steen can keep things alive, Braden Stapert, the designated hitter, is on deck. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Mickley's line score, 1 2/3, 1 hit, 3 runs, all of them earned. Here's a fly ball, center field. Bird on the hustle, takes it on a hop. So 3 straight fly balls to the center fielder. Got the first 2, that one. Little dying quail drops in for the base hit, and Stapert, who grounded out 6-4 in the first inning to end that inning and that rally. At the plate now, Steen with a walk and a single. Quick throw over. Steen back in plenty of time. Steen has not attempted a stolen base. Limited playing time. Now filling in at first base for the departed Wyatt Reeder. Wish him the best of luck in the college league that he'll be playing in Kansas as he prepares to go to the University of Nebraska to play baseball. That strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Stapert, less than 10 at bats. I didn't do anything with the few players that had less than 10 at bats. That pitch high and away, ball 1. 1-2. Waste pitch by Eschmeyer trying to get him to chase. It wasn't close enough for him to even consider it. 1-2, 2 outs. Top of the third inning. Eschmeyer trying to make it a quick inning. Fastball just misses outside. Eschmeyer had a strikeout in the first inning. That was McLeod with the bases. Now they weren't loaded yet, first and second. Did not have a strikeout in the second inning. 2-2, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, Eschmeyer just misses outside. Count is full. That means Steen will have some wheels at first base. Eschmeyer's had some pretty good moves that way on a couple of pickoff attempts. We'll see if he tries to get Steen leaning. Not much of a lead over there for Steen. He'll take off. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off to the right side. Count stays 3-2.
Please remember to be careful when chasing foul balls.
Jackson Reeder on deck if Stapert can get on board. Due up for post 320 be Lockhart, Witt, and Jansen, the bottom three of their order. That pitch high and inside, and that is a walk. So after a couple of flyouts to center field, got the Dying Quail single to first and the walk. And Reeder, who singled his first time up, will step to the plate with the runners in scoring position. Jackson Reeder on 19 at-bats coming into tonight, hitting .316. He helped improve that a little bit with that last hit. Now 7 of 20. We'll move him all the way up to .350 if my math is correct. 2 outs, first and second now for Eschmeyer, who started off on an economical inning. Now his pitch count continuing to mount. Misses outside, ball 1. Started the inning with 45 pitches. Looked like he was going to get out with maybe 7 or 8. He's up to 58 now. They let him go nearly 100 pitches in his start last week. Reeder asked for and is granted time. He'll step away. Jackson Reeder, the younger brother of Wyatt Reeder. I believe just a freshman. Eschmeyer paints the black on the outside, strike 1. When Eschmeyer misses, he doesn't miss by much. He's seems to have pretty good mastery of the strike zone. Although he's walked 14 in his 25 and a third. Oh, right down the middle, strike 2. Reeder not ready to pull the trigger on that offering. Eschmeyer's been able to come inside to the right-handed hitters. Not really getting that same call on the inside part of the plate to the left-handed hitters. Looks like they're set up on the outside part of the plate. That pitch is high, 2-2. Eschmeyer looking to put away Reeder. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, top of the third inning. Stars have taken a 3-2 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Run in the first, 2 in the second. Post 22, both their runs coming in the first inning. Eschmeyer delivers. That's going to be strike 3. Big playmaker strikeout from Eschmeyer. And that time they gave him the inside corner. Reeder sits down with the strikeout. The top of the third reads this way. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 left standing with a walk thrown in there. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We're back with the bottom of the third as we continue with Post 320 baseball here from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We are heading to the bottom of the third inning. Our Traders Market lineup for the bottom of the third will be the second baseman Anders Lockhart, followed by Colby Witt and Adam Jansen. The 7, 8, and 9 hitter. Dayton Giddings stays out on the mound for post 22. Very rough outing for Declan Mickley. I really thought we'd see a rematch of the pitching duo Braden Sales for post 22 and Eschmeyer. But they changed it up. And Mickley leaves with 8 walks on the board, 3 runs, all earned, 1 2/3 innings. Gave up just 1 hit, had a strikeout. First pitch, strike 1 to Lockhart, who flew out to left field his first time up. We're going to have an umpire visit. Maybe something in the delivery. Didn't really catch it as I was looking down on that first pitch. So Giddings will take into consideration the sage words of wisdom from the home plate umpire and misses outside. 1-1. And that pitch misses outside, 2-1. Lockhart hitting .250 on the year, 7 of 28, has a couple of doubles. Got a 1 hopper on the high chop to shortstop, and that will be the 6-3 put out by Hunt. 1 gone in the bottom of the third inning. Colby Witt started off the second, grounding out to the second baseman. Witt 222 coming into tonight's contest. Looks at the first pitch, called strike 1. Catches the outside upper part of the strike zone. Post 320, looking at the second pitcher of the game for post 22. Witt swings through an off-speed pitch. 0-2. Number 8 hitter for 320. Adam Jansen singled and scored his last time up. He's in the on-deck circle, then back to the top of the order if they can keep things rolling here in the bottom of the third. That pitch is inside, ball 1. The sun is gone from the field. Right fielder no longer has to shade his eyes. That pitch just below the knees, ball 2. The wind still swirling the flag, doesn't seem to be quite as brisk, but still blowing across the field from center field to left field. That pitch misses way outside. The count is now full. Witt has drawn just 2 walks so far this season, struck out 9 times. And that will be walk number 3 on the game. That is the 9th walk issued for post 22. It's hard to win a game issuing 9 walks. But they trailed by just a run, 3-2 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. And Witt, they will have the courtesy runner. Number is very hard to read with those camo uniforms, but I believe it is number 7. That'd be Colton Sales, who has the night off. First pitch is down and away to the designated hitter, Adam Jansen. Singled, advanced on a wild pitch to second, advanced to third on a pass ball. Then he waited for the next 3 batters to walk when he strolled across the plate. Tie things up at 2 apiece. That one high and inside, ball 2. 4 walks issued in each of the first 2 innings by the starter, Mickley. Pushed across a couple of runs. That pitch misses high, now 3-0. Elder needs to bring his pitcher to the plate and reintroduce him to the strike zone. 3-0, 1 out. That one misses way outside. He tried to aim that pitch in, not even close. First and second, and Tegan Sales, who was struck out and flown out to right.
Tegan Sales.
Is our Paisanos player of the game in both ends of the doubleheader against Casper on our Saturday webcast. Went 1 for 4 last week in the win over Post 22, but his hit was the 2 RBI single that drove in the 2 winning runs in the top of the 9th inning. Runners at first and second. Sales waits for the delivery from Giddings. That pitch is inside, strike 1. Hitters have to adjust to that strike being called. Tight on the plate. Giddings, the right-hander, works out of the stretch. And delivers. That is shot into left field inside the line. That's a fair ball. That should score maybe 2. They're going to wave. Jansen, no. They're going to hold Jansen at third. An RBI double for Tegan Sales. He blistered that ball down the left field line and stayed just inside the chalk. And Sales delivers a big hit. His 4th double on the year, 18th RBI, and it's now runs scored in each of the first 3 innings for Post 320. After a ground out, short to first, walk, and a double. Those walks have absolutely killed Post 22 tonight. Second and third, they bring the infield in. Bird at the plate, looking to find a hole. And that strike is called on that outside black against the left-handed hitter. 0-1, 1 gone, first base open. That one just misses the black outside, 1-1. Bird, 535 on the year. That pitch misses way outside. First base is open. Colton Melhoff, who's walked twice tonight, waits on deck. 2-1 delivery. Oh, that looked pretty good. Giddings thought he had strike 2. Instead, it's 3-1, and Bird sitting with the infield in. That automatically raises his batting average. He's already hitting .535. Fouls that one back, and he would love to have that one back. He just kind of walks out of the batter's box. He knew he missed an opportunity there. 3-2, 1 out. Bottom of the third, 1 run already in. 4-2 lead for the 320 Stars on the Dakota Discount scoreboard, and that is yet another walk issued. That's 3 in the inning. 11 walks on the game for Post 22. I just got to look. On the year, I didn't total their walks. 10, 19, 24, 31, 37, 41, maybe 44 walks from the guys who have pitched more than a couple of innings. So Josh Elder makes the trip to the mound. Needs a little piece of paper and a pencil and draw a little diagram. Here is a strike zone. You need to throw the ball there. Very frustrating night for the pitching staff from Post 22. Bases are juiced. Colton Melhoff, a couple of walks, looking for an opportunity. Infield back now. At double play depth for the shortstop and second baseman. First baseman and third baseman playing even with the bag. So hit up the middle. Looks like they'll concede the run. Swing and a miss by Melhoff. 1-1. Off-speed pitch got him. Giddings pitched a perfect inning last night in the win against Spearfish. That off-speed curveball drops in for strike 2. So the trip by Elder apparently helped Giddings rediscover the strike zone. He's up in the count now, 1-2. 1 out, bottom of the third, bases loaded. Melhoff takes a look at that pitch, and that one just misses, 2-2. Elder, I don't know if he got crossed up or he just crossed the glove over. But it bounced away, stayed in front of the plate. 2-2 delivery from Giddings is going to miss outside, ball 3. 1 out, runners will not be going on a full count. Milhoff with 2 walks so far in the game. Looking to stroke one through and get a couple runs in. Right field, that is going to be in front of the right fielder. Runners will advance just the one base as they had to hold up. Hadley Burris, who doesn't normally play right field, normally plays third base, got a slow start on it and then did a good job of being an infielder on the short hop. Came up with the play, holds base runners to a base apiece, but that brings Jansen across to score. And Max Speed, he's walked twice so far. His last time up with the bases loaded. And Speed with the bases loaded again, looking to make something happen, and he gets hit by the pitch, yes. Looked to duck away from it, but that was high and tight. It got him, couldn't tell if he got him on the back of the helmet. The ball really didn't bounce away. And Coach Rich Downs is going to make a pitching change. We'll take a break here as well as we have a pitching change. We'll be back with the new pitcher and continue with the bottom of the third inning from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is Post 320 Base.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
So Coach Rich Downs goes to the bullpen, brings in the big right-hander, Reagan Koskin. This will be his 5th appearance. All previous 4 were all starts. Pitched only 8 innings, 14 hits, 12 runs, 9 of those earned, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts in those 8 innings. .359 batting average against. So a tough spot to come into right now with the bases jammed, and Ben Hassett coming to the plate. He's flown out to left and drew a walk. Koskin will work out of the full windup. Bounces that one in front of the plate, and Josh Elder has just been so impressive in the 2 games I've watched here last week and tonight, keeping that ball in front of him on those balls in the dirt. But the ball in the dirt it was. It's ball 1. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. 3 runs in for Post 320. That one catches the black on the outside, 1-1. A 6-2 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard here at Pete Lean Field for Post 320. That is bounced to the second baseman. They will go to short. 4, 6, 3. Great job by Brixton Steen staying on the bag. Then he dropped the ball after it was secured. But that ends the inning. 4-6-3 double play. There were 3 runs scored on 2 hits. No errors. The bases again left loaded for Post 320. 3 walks and hits batter in the inning. It is a 6-2 lead after 3 That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Back with the top of the fourth. From Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth, this is Post 320 Baseball.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We are set for the top of the fourth inning, the Traders Market batting order. Aiden Roberts, Blaine Hunt, and Lars Key for the top of the order. Hitters 1, 2, and 3. 6-2 lead for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Breaking ball in for strike one from Eschmeyer. Roberts led off the game with a double, scored on the RBI single by Hunt, lined out to the shortstop. His second at bat, 1 for 2. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Roberts just joining the team here recently after his Garden City College season ended. One of a couple of super seniors on the team. Rapid City Christian graduate, down in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rests the bat on the shoulder. Drops it down, swings it around as Eschmeyer steps on the rubber and gets ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Looks in, steps back, and that pitch is poked at by Roberts. Fouls it off to the right side. Did a good job to get a bat on it because he was obviously fooled by the delivery from Eschmeyer. 1-2. First hitter of the top of the fourth inning. 3 base hits to open the inning, or the game rather. This one popped high to right field. That is Milhoff coming under it, and 1 gone from the top of the order here in the top of the fourth inning. Blaine Hunt knocked in Roberts with a base hit and scored the second run of the inning. The only 2 runs in the game so far for Post 22. He came in on a bases-loaded walk to Brixton Steen. Hunt laid down a tremendous sacrifice bunt his last time up. Hunt takes a look at that first pitch, down and away, ball 1. So 1 for 1, a run and an RBI for Hunt. 320 wants to keep this youngster off the bases. 7 stolen bases on the year. He lines it sharp to center field. Drifting back and making the play is Bird. Some sharply hit balls to the outfield, but they're not finding the gaps for either team. Lars Kiefer, a single and a walk. Made it as far as third base with the bases loaded in that first inning. He was stranded at first. His last at bat in the second. He steps to the plate with his Post 22 team trailing 6-2 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Here in the top of the fourth, Eschmeyer handcuffs him. The ball will roll right to speed. He'll take 2 steps, and that was a quick 1-2-3 inning for Eschmeyer. Just what he needed to keep the pitch count down. He's up to 73 pitches now, but no runs, no hits, no errors. A very quick top of the fourth inning. Brought to you by Playmakers, back with the bottom of 4, with the bottom middle of the order coming up for 320. From Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth, this is 320 Stars Baseball.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisano's Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out? Call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisano's at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisano's for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson, we are ready for the bottom of the fourth inning from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. It is a 6-2 lead for the Post 320 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stay with us at the end of the game. We'll have the Soundbites Vintage post-game show. We'll cover the box score, the line score, and then we'll name the Paisanos Player of the Game, brought to you by Paisanos Pakia. Just down the road here on Canyon Lake Drive. If you haven't tried Paisanos, you have not had pizza. Traders Market batting order here on the bottom of the fourth. Noah Wald will lead it off. Looks at a high pitch, ball one, followed by Lockhart and Witt. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters in this 320 lineup. 320 looking for their third straight win over Post 22. That pitch inside, ball two. Post 320 with an upset win in the first round of the state tournament last year. And the big ninth inning come from behind win last Wednesday. That breaking pitch is nowhere close. It sails over the head of Wald, and it's a 3-0 count. Koskin, who came in relief, got the 4-6-3 double play ball to end the inning. Delivers a low strike, 3-1. Giddings' final line, just 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and hit by pitch. That's off the end of the bat. A little squibber to the second baseman makes the play. Jackson Reeder started that inning double play at the end of the third. Handles the first one here for the out number 1. Lockhart 0 for 2. Fly to left and a ground out to the shortstop. Looks at the first pitch high, ball one. Colby with the catcher standing on deck. Breaking pitch just misses. Lockhart looking to get something going here for 320. That pitch goes high. Ball 3. The Post 320 would like to see this progression continue. In the first inning, they scored 1, second inning 2, third inning 3. They'd love to put a 4 spot up here in the fourth. They need to get base runners on. That pitch is just on the upper part of the strike zone. 3-1. Good take by Lockhart because that must have just been the seam hitting. This one is popped back out of play. Count goes full. 3-2-1 on the board. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're playing 7 tonight. A little confusion last week as to whether it was a 7 or 9 inning game. Mike Jansen said it's a state game. They go 7. It's fouled off to the left side. We'll do it again. Lockhart came in hitting 250, going 0 for 2. That's going to drop him down some. We'd like to bring that average right back up. Looks at that pitch ring him up! He thought that pitch was inside, but the umpire's given that inside call all night long against the right-hander. So caught looking as Lockhart. He goes back to the bench. And Witt with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Koskin has come in. Ended the last inning with a 4-6-3 double play. Got a ground out to second and a called strike here. Go to 2 out in the bottom of the fourth. Trying for the first time to put a goose egg up there for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stars with a 6-2 lead. Pitch from Koskin, misses high. Witt drew a walk, then had a courtesy runner who came around to score on the double by Sales. That was an excuse me swing as Witt fought that one off. Two-one delivery. That is fisted to the third baseman. And is safe at first. The throw is offline by Roberts, who threw off balance, drew the first baseman off the bag, and Witt just swerved slightly, stayed on the baseline at first base. And he's aboard on the throwing error. Should be an E5 in the books. Adam Jansen to the plate. Again, a courtesy runner for Witt. That is such an advantage for post 320. Witt not swift of foot. Jansen rather, at the plate. The designated hitter takes strike one. Jansen a good night so far. A single, a run scored, then a walk and a run scored. Trying to keep this alive to get it back to the top of the order. Tegan Sales had the two-run double last inning. Off-speed pitch is lined into right field. Making the turn. The play at third is in time. 9-6-3. It was a wide turn at second base. With two outs, he got a late break. So the single, and then a 9-6-5 throw out at third ends the inning. No runs, one hit, one error, and one left aboard. At the end of 4 full innings of play, a 6-2 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. This is Post 320 Baseball from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
A great throw by the right fielder, Burris, and then a quick relay by the shortstop, Hunt. And they get the runner, and I didn't see who the courtesy runner was. First time around was Colton Sales. But the inning ends at third base where you don't want to make the third out. But through 4, it's a 6-2 lead for the Post 320 Stars over their parking lot rival Post 22. 6-2 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Our Traders Market batting lineup for the top of the 5th will be Kane McLeod, Josh Elder, and Hadley Burris, the 3 scheduled hitters. McLeod a strikeout and a fly out to right. Fly out to right with runners at first and third in the second inning. Eschmeyer still on the hill for Post 320. Misses high and away, ball 1. Eschmeyer now to 74 pitches. Second delivery is popped back and out of play, 1-1. Eschmeyer in his 5 starts has averaged about 5 innings an outing. So this may be his last inning of work, and we'll see if they bring in Hassett. They've not had a game since last Wednesday, so the pitching staff well rested. Strike 2 on the outside corner, while post 22 had a doubleheader last night. They ran Stapert and Turnquist in the first game. Lee and Giddings in the second, so they still have Sales, and they still have Fredrickson. Fredrickson, who came in and pitched out of a jam last week. This one lined to left, chasing after it, and making the reach for it in left field is Hassett. So McLeod tagged that one pretty well, but we talked about the range that these outfielders have for post 320, and Hassett showed it there. Fortunately, a left-handed thrower, because if he had to reach across his body to make that play, I don't know that he gets to it. Elder hit by a pitch and fly out to center. 0 for 1. That pitch is up and out of the zone. Starts off with a 1-0 count. Burris on deck, who made that big throw from right field to stymie the inning in the bottom of the fourth for post 320. That pitch hits the black on the outside. Eschmeyer's lived there tonight. The 1-1 delivery misses way outside, ball 2. So Eschmeyer and Hassett combined last week for the win. Eschmeyer went 6, Hassett went 3. Eschmeyer high and tight goes to 3-1. Has a 6-2 lead, just needs to throw strikes right now and rely on his defense. Had 10 strikeouts last week, has just 2 Ks here tonight. That one fouled away, 3-2. Gave up 3 hits to start the game, had a hit batsman and a walk in that first inning. Walked a batter in the second, walked a batter in the third. His only clean inning was the last inning. It was a 1-2-3. And that helped with the pitch count as he struggled through the first 3 innings. Another one fouled away, and that's out of play to the left side. Stay at the 3-2-1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Eschmeyer looking for out number 2. Elder fights off another one. Elder 367 coming into tonight's game. 20 RBIs, leads the team. Wyatt Reeder had the lead at 19. He has gone for the season. Sharply hit, and that gets by the second baseman. Lockhart not able to get there. Elder singles up the middle. Now they will send a courtesy runner out for Elder. And that courtesy runner is number 7, Bridger Karn. Karn with 4 stolen bases on the season, including 1 in the doubleheader last night. Quick throw over. Away from the bag, good glove by Speed to come up with the low throw. Burris at the plate, 0 for 2. Popped out to first base in foul territory, flew out to center field. Down the count 0-1 after fouling the first pitch off to the right. Burris, the third baseman last week, went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks against Eschmeyer and Hassett. Medium lead, the throw over, and that was close. So Karn with the 4 stolen bases, trailing 6-2. Second base, not that important right now. Swing through on the off-speed pitch. 0-2. See if Eschmeyer comes to that inside part of the plate where he's had such success tonight against the right-handed hitters. And that's where he comes. Ball, good job by Witt of blocking that low pitch. 1-2. Good idea by Eschmeyer, trying to get the batter to chase it. Pitch like that, there's really nothing that Burris is going to be able to do with it. It was low and tight. Here comes the delivery, just misses outside. 2-2 now. Eschmeyer now up to 90 pitches. 105 is the max. They can finish out the hitter they're on. But then they have to be relieved. Here comes Eschmeyer's delivery. That is fouled off to the right side. Speed giving chase. It's going to be outside the fenced area. 2-2. Wind continues to blow center to left field. Fitzgerald not quite full last week for the game. Every seat here is filled, and there are people sitting on the grass. It's great to see this kind of a crowd come out for this parking lot rivalry. Back to first, and that was close as well. Eschmeyer, what a fantastic move to first base and speed with a good glove over there. 2-2, 1 out, top of the 5th inning, going 7 in regulation. That pitch inside the throw down, it's going to be way short in the stolen base by Karn. His 5th of the year. Count is full at 3-2. 3-2-1 up on the Dakota Discount RB scoreboard. 1 gone, runner at second. Karn, the courtesy runner for Elder, who singled. This one off the bat handle. Great play by Sales, and then Speed throws it away, trying to pick the runner off at second. And now they throw to third. The ball gets by, but Eschmeyer backing up the play. So a couple of wild throws by post 320. They had the runner stopped at second as Sales did a great job of looking the runner back. Threw out the batter Burris at first, and then Speed trying to pick the runner off second. Ball bounces into center field. And on the throwing error, Karn advances to third. Coach Mike Jansen with a little visit to the mound. 93 pitches at the moment for Eschmeyer. I don't know that he's thrown that many all year. So 105 pitches is the max, then he has to come out. He can finish off the hitter. And at the plate, it is Steen. He's walked. That walk brought in a run in the first inning. And he singled his last time up with 2 outs. With 2 outs here, he has a runner sitting at third. Post 22 trailing the Stars 6-2 on the Dakota Discount RB scoreboard. Eschmeyer out of the stretch. The delivery. Smoked a fastball by him on the outside, 1-0, or 0-1. Eschmeyer trying to finish off Steen, finish off the inning, and make way for the relief pitcher. We'll see who they bring in. Hassett's been unbelievable out of the bullpen. That pitch misses low and inside, and Witt, again, with a runner on third, doing a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. That weekend against Casper and the weekend before that, I believe, is Miles City. There were a lot of balls that made their way to the backstop for both teams. A lot of hit by pitches in that series against Casper as well. 1-1, 2 outs. That one misses outside, 2-1. Looking to finish off the inning on the 2-1 count. Here's the delivery from Eschmeyer. Shot right back up the middle. Looked like Eschmeyer had a glove on it for a moment, but that ball was hit so hard it went right through the glove, and the base hit brings in the third run of the game as Steen just absolutely smokes it right back up the middle, and I think that is going to be it for Eschmeyer. At 97 pitches, he will sit down, and we have a reliever coming in. It will not be Hassett coming in from left field. We'll get the new pitcher. We'll take a break and be back with the Traders Market pitching change. This is 320 baseball.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Traders Market pitching change brings in Seth Lefebvre from the bullpen, the right-hander. Here it's a runner at first. 2 outs. Run in here in the top of the 5th inning. That pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1. Lefebvre, I do not have any numbers for him, so he has pitched, might be his first appearance of the year. Basically put all their pitchers in here, so they think this is the first appearance of the year for Lefebvre. Pushes the second one across the plate for strike 2. We get the final line for Eschmeyer. Not as effective tonight as he was last Wednesday. 6-3 lead, though, for post 320. Runner on first on the Dakota Discount RB scoreboard. That one fouled off to the right. Did a good job of putting one out there that had to be chased by Stapert. Stapert 0 for 1, walked his last time up. Got stranded at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Game scheduled for 7. Lefebvre inside, ring him up. Got him called looking, and again the hitter's not adjusting to that inside pitch. Playmaker strikeout to end the inning, and there's some conversation going on between John Whitcraft, the home plate umpire, and Stapert as he walks away. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 error. That led to the unearned run, 1 left on board at the end of 4.5 innings. It's a 6-3 lead for post 320 on the Dakota Discount RB scoreboard from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is post 320 baseball.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
And get set!
Back to the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Tom Anderson with you as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. A 6-3 lead now for Post 320 after Post 22 picks up an unearned run in the top of the 5th. Eschmeyer closes out. Well, let's talk about the single to the left center. Tegan Sales delivers his second hit of the game. Traders Market batting lineup for the bottom of the 5th inning. Sales, Bird, and Melhoff the top of the order. Eschmeyer goes 4 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. 3 walks on the night for Bird. He scored 2 runs. Lead at first for Sales. Pitch misses inside. Sales has 4 stolen bases on the year, tied for the lead with Bird. His first 4 hitters in the 320 lineup have just been torturing the opponent's pitching. Throw plenty of time for Sales to dive back in. Getting still on the mound. Koskin still on the mound for Post 22. That is going to miss just outside. 2-0. Just underway, bottom of the 5th inning. Leadoff single by Tegan Sales. Bird with 3 walks tonight, 2 runs scored, sitting on a 2-0 count right now. Fouls this one off to the left side.
Fans, please remember to watch
Outfielders playing pretty much straight across as Kiefer plays such a shallow center field. Right fielder and left fielder have moved back from where they were to start the game. Wind not as strong, but still blowing the flag straight out from center to left. Throw over, plenty of time back again for Sales. So in 16 games, 20 stolen bases for Post 320. They don't run a lot, but they have some speed out there. The off-speed pitch. Strike 2, 2-2. Bird with 3 walks. Sometimes that bat gets frozen on your shoulder. Koskin delivers. Bird swings through, strikes him out. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th.
Colton Melhoff.
Bird is 13th strikeout on the season. Colton Melhoff. A walk, and a single. Has not crossed the plate yet. Throw over, not a play at all. So Koskin throwing over, wearing Sales out on the dive back, but he's back in plenty of time. He can probably get to that infield cutout and still get back in time. I don't think they have any plans on running the pitch inside, ball 1. Koskin, in his second full inning of relief, came in, got a double play to end the 3rd inning. Got a nice play from his right fielder to throw out a runner at 3rd to end the 4th inning. Now with a 1-1 count, Melhoff takes a look at pitch inside, ball 2. So their top 4 hitters, 2 for 4 for Sales. Bird 0 for 1 with 3 walks. Sales a little late on the break back, but he was still there in plenty of time. Melhoff 1 for 1 with a couple of walks. Max speed, 2 walks and hit by pitch with a couple of RBIs on the second walk in the HBP. And a swing through on the fastball, 2-2. Sometimes that's a problem for the hitters when these pitchers are so wild, they don't get in a rhythm at the plate. They've had a few fastballs blown by them here tonight, but they lead at 6-3. That pitch misses inside and high. 3-2. 3-2-1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning, 6-3 lead for Post 320. The set, the pitch, and that is high and outside. Another walk issued by post 22. That is the first, though, by Koskin. 8 walks issued by the starter, Mickley, 3 by Giddings. And now first and second for Speed. They have pitched around him. In the first inning, at first and second, they walked him to load the bases. And then they walked him again with the bases loaded. And then with the bases loaded again, they got hit by a pitch up around the shoulder neck area. First and second, 1 out. Speed with the open stance, looking to get things rolling for 320. Off-speed pitch, just misses. That looked pretty good. Last week, Speed had many problems. His last 3 at-bats with strikeouts with that slow breaking ball to the outside and away part of the plate. Koskin looks and delivers. Pitch gets away. Elder not able to handle the breaking pitch, and the runners will advance on another pass ball. Elder did such a nice job last week of blocking those pitches in the dirt, but he's had a couple of them bounce off the heel of the glove, the end of the glove. Now they have someplace to put Speed should they want to pitch around him again. Second and third, 1 out. Ben Hassett sitting on deck. He is 0 for 2. He grounded into that double play to end the third inning. First batter that Koskin faced. Speed with a 1-1 count, 1 out. Infield drawn in. Fouls it off to the right side, 1-2.
If you're chasing a foul ball that's in the parking lot, please watch out for
Speed with 6 home runs on the year, a couple of doubles, a couple of triples. He's driven in 23. He'd like to get to the quarter century mark right now with the infield in. Sitting just over 300. Bounces it down the left field line and just foul. Count stays 1-2. The infield drawn in. Roberts had no play on that ball. Had it stayed fair, I would have scored a couple. Speed came in hitting .314. Does not have an official at-bat here tonight, so that average still at .314. 1-2, 1 out. Here's the delivery. Speed swings through, and he sits down with the K. 2 gone, a couple of strikeouts in the inning for Koskin and Hassett. 0 for 2, flew out to left, drew a walk, hit into that 4-6-3 double play. Had the bases jammed with just 1 out, trying to make a big third inning. They capped it at 3, did not score in the 4th. Looking to change that up here in the 5th. Runners at second and third, 2 out now. Hassett looks at an inside pitch, ball 1. Hassett, the game-ending defensive play last week, a chopper right back to the mound. He fielded over his shoulder and threw out the runner at first. This one driven to right field high and playable. Mid-right field, Burris with the play. Ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left to board at the end of 5. It's a 6-3 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard for Post 320. Inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. Back with more 320 baseball from the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We are ready for the top of the 6th at Traders Market Batting order for the top of the 6th inning for post 22. Jackson Reeder, the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order with Aiden Roberts and Hunt. Reeder, a single and a strikeout. 1 for 2. Lefebvre stays on the mound, shows the bunt, takes the strike. Tegan Sales anticipating. He'll play on the grass, just as he did last time Reeder was up. Reeder swings away, drives it to deep right field. Back, and that is off the wall. Reeder wheeling towards second. The ball gets through the cutoff man, but Reeder will stop at second with a long double to right center. Milhoff on his horse, ran it all the way to the warning track, did a good job of playing it off the wall or off the hop. I couldn't tell from here. My old eyes can't see the 350 feet or so it is probably out there. Well, actually further than that, probably closer to 360. It's 370 center, 350 down the line, split the difference. So a long double by Reeder gets things started here in the top of the 6th inning. Roberts led off the game with a double, scored on the single by Hunt. 0 for 2 his last 2 plate appearances, a line out to short and a fly to right. This one he fouls the first pitch off to the right side, 0-1. So Lefebvre came in after a sharp single up the middle by Brixton Steen off Eschmeyer. Almost took Eschmeyer's glove off. Didn't deflect, kept going into center field. Drove in the 3rd run of the game. Got Stapert looking on a called 3rd strike, and this one is down and away, 0-2. Called strike 2. Lefebvre. Do not have stats for him for the season, so I'm assuming this is his first appearance of the year on the mound for post 320. The big appearance coming in against your big rival with a 6-3 lead. This one driven into the gap, and that is going to score the 4th run of the game. Milhoff plays it off the wall, gets it in quickly to second, and crossing the plate will be Reeder. So back-to-back doubles to open the top of the 6th inning, and all of a sudden this is a little scarier now for post 320. They've seen their lead go from 6-2. Picked up a run last inning after the throwing error, tried to get the runner at second. It was followed up with a 2-out single to drive in the run. Now back-to-back doubles. Second double of the night for Aiden Roberts. Both of them in that right center field gap. They are expecting a bunt from Hunt. First and third baseman playing on the grass. Left-handed hitting Hunt. Takes an outside strike. Did not show the bunt. Laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt his 2nd time up. Lefebvre out of the stretch. Right-hander. Bit of a closed pitching stance. Short arms it. Bouncer gets through the second baseman. They're going to wave the runner home. The play at the plate, the throw up the line. The runner scores. And a second on the throw goes Hunt. He delivers the RBI single. It is now a 1-run game. 2 in the inning and still nobody out. Runner on second base. Double, and a single, and Kiefer hitting .457, 14 RBI on the season. Has the tying run sitting at second. So Lefebvre, who got the called 3rd strike to end the last inning, has given up 3 straight hits. What I believe is his first appearance of the season. Short arms that one in, fouled off the knuckles by Kiefer. Strike 1. Kiefer, single, walk, and ground out to second rather. 1 for 2 on the night. Hunt went to second on the throw. Throw is up the line, no play at the plate. That pitch gets by Witt, and to third base goes the runner, Hunt, on the pass ball. And here in the top of the 6th inning, the wheels coming off for post 320. They entered the last inning with a 6-2 lead. Eschmeyer had to pitch out of some trouble, but they had the lead. Now that's being threatened. Runner at third with no outs. See if they turn Kiefer. Third baseman playing in, first baseman back. That strike on the inside corner makes it a 1-1 count. And after the overthrow last week, second baseman backing up the pitcher. And actually he was there last week as well. But it was a heads-up play. I forget who the runner was on third. Recognized and scooted across for the run for post 22. Kiefer lines that one sharply down the right side and foul, 1-2. That would have been trouble. Had that fallen in fair territory, Kiefer might be standing on third and the score might be tied. 1-2, big pitch here from Lefebvre. Nobody out. A punch out would be huge for 320. Kiefer fouls that one back. Good pitch by Lefebvre, put it up in the zone. And there's that throw back to the mound. Witt bounces it. One and two delivery. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. That pitch is high. 2-2. Double, and a single. 2 runs in after the third run scored last inning. It's a 6-5 lead now for 320. Post 22 trying to tie it up. Kiefer looks at an inside pitch. Count goes full. Lefebvre misses with his last 2 pitches after having Kiefer down in a 1-2 count. First base being open. You don't have to give Kiefer a huge pitch to hit. He fists it. Shortstop, 6-3. Run will score, and we are tied at 6 apiece. So Kiefer does the job, gets the bat on the ball. Infield was playing deep. They were conceding the tying run. Kane McLeod 0 for 3, strikeout, fly to right, fly to left. McLeod hitting just .243 on the year. He's driven in 18 runs. Base is empty with 1 gone. Top of the 6th, we are tied now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard at 6 apiece. We have a timeout on the field. Bringing a player in from the bullpen for post 22, and stepping into the box will be McLeod. Looking for his first hit of the night, trying to keep this post 22 rally going. 1 out, base is empty, flies it high to right field. Milhoff is there, makes the play, there's 2 gone. Second fly out to right field for McLeod. So after a double, single to open the inning, 2 straight outs, ground out scored. Hunt to tie things up, though, at 6 apiece. For post 320 in the bottom half of the 6th inning, it will be Wald, Lockhart, and Witt. And that's going to do it for Lefebvre. Get the new pitcher. We'll take a break and be back with more baseball post 320 from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Paisanos Pachia's Pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
So our Traders Market pitching change, Ben Hassett has come in. Thought they were going to bring Hassett in, but they brought Lefebvre in. His first appearance was a little bit rough. Hassett, breaking pitch is just wicked, but it misses inside, ball 1. Josh Elder at the plate, hit by pitch, fly out to center, and a single. His courtesy runner scored the run after getting stolen base. This one lifted high, center field. Bird is back there to make the play. So after the post-22 squad opens the inning with 3 straight hits, 3 runs in on 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are tied at 6 apiece through 5.5 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. This inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We're back with the bottom of the 6th as we continue from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is post 320 base.
Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We are tied at 6 apiece on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard after 3 runs scored in the top of the 6th inning. Lefebvre goes just 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. The new pitcher for post 22, your Traders Market pitching change, Rowan Fredrickson has come in. Another super senior who has just returned to the squad. Pitched last week for the first time when 1 inning, gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 2. but the damage had already been done. He gave up the base hit by Sales, to knock in the 2 runs. Fredrickson finds the strike low and away, 0-1. Plays college ball in Williston. It's reported by 605 Sports unofficially that we'll probably just see him in relief, as Williston would like to keep him on a pitch count. They're going to allow him to start in the state tournament. We'll see if that holds up through the regular season. 1-1. Fredrickson deals, misses low and away, ball 2. Traders Market batting lineup here in the bottom of the 6th. Wald, Lockhart, and Witt. For the 320 Stars, they have not scored the last 2 innings after going 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs. 2 hopper to the third baseman. Easy play across the diamond, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wald now 0 for 3. Lockhart also 0 for 3, got called out on strikes his last time up.
Anders Lockhart.
Fredrickson, one of the top pitchers last year for Post 22. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3:20 trying to get something started. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Fredrickson coming in a much better situation to start the inning than he did last week. It's the called second strike. Fredrickson came in with the bases loaded, struck out Colton Sales, but Tegan Sales with a 2 RBI single. And swinging strike 3. 2 quick outs registered by Fredrickson here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Colby Witt grounded out to second, drew a walk. His courtesy runner scored, reached on an error. His last time up, his courtesy runner was thrown out at third, trying to advance first to third on a single to right. Beautiful throw by Burroughs, great relay. That pitch is high. Great relay made by Hunt, the shortstop. And that snuffed out a potential inning. Last inning, first and second, or second and third rather. After a pass ball, advanced the runners for 320. They could not get them in. So they're goose eggs the last 2 innings. Swinging strike 2. Fredrickson has the 320 hitters baffled at the moment. Easy ground out to third, then the strikeout. 1-2 delivery to Witt. Lines 1 out into the gap. That's going to hit the wall. Witt wheeling to second. He has a stand-up double. That is a playmaker. Big 2-out hit for Colby Witt, and now a courtesy runner. Let's see if we can pick up the number of who they send out there. In these camo uniforms, a little tough to see. I think they'd used Sales the last 2 times, but he's in the lineup now. I believe that is number 3. No, that'd be Tegan Sales. That would not be the courtesy runner. Might be Beck Leidy, number 8. So 2 outs, runner on second, and Jansen. A single, a walk, and a single. He's had a good night here tonight. Scored a couple of runs. Needs a base hit here against the super senior, Rowan Fredrickson. Bottom of the 6th, tied up at 6 apiece. Fredrickson delivers. That pitch just misses inside as Jansen holds off. Oh, they say he did go through on the swing. Strike 1. Out of the stretch. Short lead at second. Pitch, breaking ball is in there. Oh, 0-2 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Runner setting at second with a tie score on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Big pitch here from Fredrickson. Just misses outside. As Elder, I don't know if he got crossed up again, but he He took that pitch in a funny way, kind of stepped to the outside and upside downed it with the glove. 1-2 delivery. That just misses outside. 2-2. Jansen living on the edge right now. Deuce is on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 6 apiece. Fouls that one off.
Please watch out for foul balls. Heading on plate all times.
In the top of the 7th. Again, we're scheduled for 7. Last week we went 9, and it was a come-from-behind win for Post 320. They had the lead going into the 6th inning. Oh, ring him up, strike him out. Got him looking on that outside corner. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left aboard. We go to the top of the 7th inning, tied at 6 apiece. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We're back with more 320 baseball from the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We want to thank some of our team sponsors. If I can find the right page. Flip it around. Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, McKee Ford, South Dakota Mines, Scoopy Cow, American Family, Davis & Associates, Nick Davis, the agent. Stuart Martin, Remax Results Real Estate Team, Complete HVAC, and ANCO, Builders of Infrastructure and Communications. Top of the 7th inning, Traders Market batting lineup for Post 22. It's Hadley Burris, Brixton Steen, and Braden Stapert. Burris 0 for 3. Hassett stays on the hill for Post 320. Left-hander delivers a breaking pitch, strike 1. He has such command of that breaking ball. That one right up the middle, and again, the pitcher cannot field the position. Sharply hit. Burris with his first hit. Last inning started with a double-double and a single. And the 3rd run scored on a ground out by Kiefer, 6-3, and that tied it up. 2 runs in the 1st inning for Post 22. They went 3 straight scoreless innings, put up 1 run in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. In the top of the 7th, they have their leadoff runner on. The bunt laid down beautifully, handled by Sales to first, and the sacrifice by Steen. The 2nd of the game for Post 22 as they play small ball. They don't have a lot of extra base hits in these bats with Wyatt Reeder now out of the lineup. So they move the runner to 2nd, Stapert. Fielder's choice to end the 1st, walked and struck out to end the 5th. Runner at 2nd is Burris. Hassett delivers, breaking ball, strike 1. Stapert, after striking out on a called 3rd strike his last at bat, had some words with the home plate umpire. That breaking pitch, high hopper to Speed. Mishandles it, makes the tag. Runner advances to 3rd. Tough chance for Speed. It took a high hop, and then he fielded on the short hop, kind of bobbled it, but Stapert coming right at him. He was able to make the tag. But a sacrifice bunt and a fielder's choice, or a ground out to 1st rather, has moved Burris to 3rd with 2 outs. Jackson Reeder, 2 for 2 or 2 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Started that last inning with a double. Had a single in the second inning to lead off. Strikeout in between, the breaking pitch, strike one. Lefty on lefty right now, Jackson Reeder with 2 outs, trying to unknot this 6-6 ball game in the top of the 7th. Breaking pitch misses high. 1-1 the count. Hassett picked up the win last week when 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit. This one spanked on the first base line. Speed can't handle it. Got caught between hops, trying to go to the line. And Post 22 has done what Post 320 did to them last week. They've come from behind. They've taken the lead here. That is 5 runs in the last 3 innings after they got goose-egged in the second, third, and fourth. And Roberts, who's had a big night, to the plate. A couple of doubles, scored twice, knocked in a run last inning with the double. Reeder on the move, the throw in time, not handled. Witt right on target. Lockhart not able to dig it out. So with the stolen base, Roberts has runner in scoring position with Post 22 up 7-6 now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Hassett's breaking ball misses high. Burris led off with a single right up the middle. Sacrifice bunt, a ground out to first, move the runner to third. That breaking ball in for strike one. And Speed, normally very sure-handed, got caught between hops as he made his way to the line, knocked it down to keep it in the infield, but not able to come up with the play at first base. This one to the second baseman, backhanded to first, and Post 320 is out of the inning, but the damage is done. 1 run, it's unearned on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left aboard. This inning recap brought to you by Playmakers in the Uptown Rapid Mall. 7-6 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Post 22 is taking the lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Back with Post 320 baseball from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth, Tom Anderson with you. It has been an up and down emotional night for Post 320. Post 22 with 2 runs in the top of the first took an early lead. The Stars battled back. They scored a run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and had a 6-2 lead going into the 5th when Eschmeyer was taken out after giving up an RBI single to make it 6-3. Seth Lefebvre came in, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, and then the go-ahead run scores in the top of the 7th after a single, a sacrifice, a ground out to first, and then an error at first by Max Speed. Fredrickson still on the hill for Post 22. Top of the order for Post 320, strength on strength right now. Tegan Sales, who had the game-winning hit last week, has singled and doubled his last 2 times up. Looks at the first pitch. Ooh, strike one. That looked like it was in the left side of the batter's box. Wide strike given. Sales takes a look at one high and away, 1-1. Sales started the game with a strikeout, flew out to right, a 2-run double, and then he came around to score. Got stranded at third. This one lifted high to center field. Kiefer is right there, one gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last week, 3:20 went into the 7th inning, trailing 3-1. They scored 2 runs there, and then they scored 2 on a Tegan Sales 2 RBI single in the top of the 9th to come away with the 5-3 win. They're trying to make it 3 straight over Post 22, and they look to be in the driver's seat. And now they trail by a run with 1 out. This one fouled off to the left by Bird. Bird walked his first 3 times up, scored twice, struck out his last time to the plate. Fredrickson in his 2nd inning of relief gave up a 2-out double, but got a called 3rd strike. That'll be line just past the shortstop, and Bird is on board with a base hit. Bird, first hit of the night. He's 1 for 2 to go along with those 3 walks. 4 stolen bases on the year for Bird, so he has some wheels at first. Colton Melhoff, walk, single, and a walk. Has not driven in a run, has not scored a run. 1 for 1 in his 1 official at bat. Fredrickson checks the runner at first. Bird, not a huge lead over there. Melhoff holds off on what looked like a pretty good pitch by Fredrickson, ball 1. Big right-hander throws to first. Bird, again, not much of a lead over there, so he gets back easily. Fredrickson looks like he has a pretty nice move to first, so Bird can't get too far off the bag. But 4 stolen bases on the year. With the 3 and 4 hitters due up. Melhoff watches a pitch. Oh, lower end of the strike zone. Called strike 2. Check that, strike 1. 1-1. Bird extends his lead at first. Throw over, just back in time. So he's extended his lead about as far as he's going. Just a step inside that infield cutout. The delivery, Melhoff looks at strike 2. The ball gets away from Elder. The Bird stays at first. Now 1-2. Melhoff with 3 walks and a single. Outfielders playing deep, keeping everything in front of them. Except Kiefer. He continues to play a very shallow center field to throw over. Bird is back. The ball hit him. I don't know if Williston wants to count the throws over to first in their pitch count that they're keeping him on. Fredrickson right now at 25 pitches. I don't know what that pitch count is. That pitch just outside. He had that called earlier. Does not get it that time. Seven runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Post 22. 6-8-1 for the Stars. That one ring him up. The second called strikeout, the 3rd strikeout of the game for Fredrickson. Now 2 gone. And here's the matchup. Max Speed, walk, hit by pitch, and a strikeout. Fredrickson got him on a strikeout with the bases loaded in the top of the 9th. After Post 320 had taken the lead on the Tegan Sales single. This one is wrapped out into left center. That's going to score a run. The ball's still rolling. Bird rounding third. He's going to score easily. Speed on the move. He's got a stand-up triple. Playmakers tying RBI triple. Max Speed comes through.
Next batter.
Last week, Fredrickson got him. Tonight, Speed ties it up. And Hassett now with the runner at third, 2 outs. Hassett has gone 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. What a huge Playmakers triple by Max Speed out into left center. They had to chase that all the way to the wall, and that big 6'3" guy. He's got some records. I was kind of looking through some of the other sports some of these guys play, and Speed for a junior at St. Thomas More holds a couple of sprint records, or not records, but he's in their top 10. The pitch, Hassett looks at it. Too high, ball 2. First base open. Noah Wald on deck. See if Fredrickson pitches around. Hassett, he comes after him, 2-0. That one way outside. At this point, they might just send Hassett to first. Josh Elder is going to go out and have a talk with one of the aces of the staff last year, Rowan Fredrickson. We have more Post 320 baseball coming up for you on Monday next week. Brookings is in town for a doubleheader, and then the Vet Classic on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They said finals on Sunday for Post 22. They also have a Vets Classic running next weekend. Post 320 is on the road against Sturgis on Friday this week. Post 22 hosts Spearfish on Friday. 3-0 pitch. And that's inside. Hassett on the walk goes to first. First and third. Noah Wald 0 for 3 with a walk. Wald last week, did he face Fredrickson? Now you're going to have a conference on the mound. Wald did not face Fredrickson last week. Fredrickson, keep in mind, they have him on some type of a pitch count, and right now he's sitting at 32 pitches. Stay with us in the postgame. We'll have the Soundbites Vintage postgame show. Wrap up the box scores, take a look at the line scores, and then we'll name our Paisanos Player of the Game, brought to you by Paisanos Piquia. If you haven't had Paisanos, you haven't had pizza. First and third, tied at 7 apiece, bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, Wald, the throw over to first, Hassett back safely. Hassett, his run right now, inconsequential. He can just stand at first. You don't really want to do that. They can force the second. Breaking pitch, drops in, strike 1. The last thing they need is for Hassett to get picked off first base, though. Hassett, 3 steals on the year. Not a big lead. The delivery, and that's in there for strike 2. Wald's knees buckled just a bit on that breaking pitch. Fredrickson put a couple of them in the dirt last week. That one outside, and holding off on it was Wald. 1-2. Good waste pitch there by Fredrickson. Wald looking for his first hit of the night. Slightly open stance, down on the count, 1-2. 2 outs. Needs to find a hole. That one, ring him up. Another called third strike. And we again go extra innings as Post 320 ties it up in the bottom of the 7th on 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left aboard. Back for the top of the 8th. Free baseball here from Mike's Auto Sales and Post 320 Baseball.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Hassett stays on the mound. He will face the Traders Market lineup here in the top of the 8th inning for post 22. Their 2, 3, and 4 hitter, Blaine Hunt, Lars Kiefer, Kane McLeod. Hunt had an RBI single, and scored a run to tie things up in the 6th inning. Hassett came in with 2 outs in that 6th inning, got a fly out to center by Elder. It was deep to center, gave up the tying run last inning off an error. Hunt, single, sacrifice fly to center, and a single. Hassett delivers. Tegan Sales in at third. Hunt laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt on his second time to the plate. Has the speed. Sales has to honor that. Hassett, the lefty. Breaking ball. A little dribbler down first. Speed down to one knee. Comes up with it. And there's one gone here in the top of the 8th inning as we go extra innings for the second week in a row between these two parking lot rivals. There's post 320 coming up with 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning after they tied it with 2 in the top of the 7th and came away with a 5-3 win. Hassett with the win last week would like to duplicate that feat here tonight. Breaking ball drops in, strike one. That breaking ball is just a killer. Kiefer, 1 for 3 and a walk. That breaking ball, not a killer, misses way outside, 1-1. Kiefer, though, last time up, is ground out to short, brought in the tying run. That breaking ball ties him up inside. He rakes it down the left field foul line, 1-2. Hassett averages about 2 strikeouts per inning. Does not have a K yet here tonight. That breaking pitch misses. Goes back to the fence. Fortunately, Kiefer did not swing, or he's probably standing at first base right now. 2-2. Lars Kiefer, the number 3 hitter, center fielder. Watch that hit by Speed get by him all the way to the wall to tie things up for post 320 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hassett with the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball is in, and that's lined to left. Kiefer and almost took a hop over Sales in left field. Luckily, he had the hops to play the hop, and Kiefer stands at first base. He's got speed over there. We'll see if they try and get something moving here. McLeod 0 for 4 on the night. They had him turn to bunt in the first inning. We'll see if they try and put a bunt down here in the top of the 8th with the score tied at 7 apiece. Hassett takes a look, delivers the breaking ball. That is foul down the third baseline, 0-1. McLeod struck out against Hassett last week and ended the game on that bouncer back to the mound. Tremendous play by Hassett to come up with that over-the-shoulder catch. Breaking ball fouled back to the backstop, 0-2 now. Hassett last week had 5 strikeouts in his 3 innings. Looking to sit McLeod down maybe with a K in the book here. That one is exactly what it is. Swings through the fastball. Playmakers, big strikeout for Hassett. 2 gone, top of the 8th inning. Kiefer remains at first.
Josh Elder.
And Josh Elder, who gave it a ride his last time up to deep center field, singled his previous time up. The courtesy runner got a stolen base and scored a run. Hit by pitch in the first inning for Elder. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a couple of flyouts to center. They throw to first. They have Kiefer at second. The bad throw goes into left field. So once again, 320's defense lets them down. They had Kiefer dead to rights. He took off on the move to first in speed with a throw that was low and to the inside of the diamond. Kiefer with the stolen base. So Elder at the plate with 2 outs, and now Kiefer in scoring position. Left on left, the breaking ball. Lazy fly. No, that's not a lazy fly. That is going deep. That's all the way to the wall and bounces off the wall. That looked like it was just a short fly ball to left, and it just kept carrying and carrying. That wind still blowing out there. As the ball went up, it was slicing. Then that wind took it even further and over the head of the left fielder, Colton Sales, who went in to replace Hassett in left field when Hassett came in to pitch. So Elder unties the game here in the top of the 8th with a long double. Courtesy runner in will be Karn again. He was a courtesy runner last time around. He'll go to second. The long double by Elder with 2 outs. Burris singled his last time up to lead off the top of the 7th. He ended up scoring what at that point was the go-ahead run. 2 outs, runner on second. Breaking pitch. Good job by Witt to keep it in front of him. Keeps the runner at second. It was low, ball 1. So 8-7 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard for post 22. After the Stars tied it up on a triple by Max Speed in the bottom of the 7th. After post 22 had taken the lead in the top of the 7th. They take the lead here in the top of the 8th. Breaking pitch, so that'll be strike 1. Burris with a pop out to first, a ground out to third, and in between he flew out to center field. Ball seems to be carrying a little bit better here once the sun has gone down. Usually that deadens the ball. Breaking pitch to Hopper, the shortstop, walled with the pitch across the diamond and Speed with the long stretch. But 1 run in for post 22 in the top of the 8th on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left standing. Inning recap brought to you by our friends at Playmakers, back with the bottom of the 8th. And 320 playing for its life right now. This is post 320 baseball from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Back in Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Post 22 has taken the lead back 8-7 on a long double by Josh Elder, scoring Lars Kiefer, who had stolen second base after they looked like they had him picked off, which would have been the second out of the inning, would have cleared the bases. Check, that would have been the third out of the inning. But Elder drives him in from second with the double, and it's an 8-7 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Third inning of relief for Rowan Fredrickson. He has struck out 4, 3 of them looking, and it's the bottom part of the order for post 320. Lockhart to lead it off. He fouls the first pitch back. Lockhart 0 for 4, be followed by Kobe Witt, who had a double his last time up. That was in the 6th inning. He got stranded at second. And Adam Jansen 2 for 3, but got called out on strikes, leaving Witt at second. That pitch on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Fredrickson getting a wide swath on that outside call. And a swing and a miss. So Lockhart goes down on the K for the second appearance against Fredrickson. And Colby Witt to the plate. Ground out to second, walk, reached on an error, and a double. Adam Jansen, the number 9 hitter, on deck. That pitch outside, ball 1. Went 9 last week, 320 with 2 runs in the top of the 9th to win it after tying it up with 2 runs in the top of the 7th. Tonight it was a run in the top of the 7th for post 22 to take the lead. The Stars answered in the bottom of the 7th. The Stars put another one back up in the top of the 8th. They've scored their last 4 innings. Witt takes a look at strike 1. The Stars started with a run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, then 3 straight goose eggs before tying it up in the bottom of the 7th. Looking to put a crooked number up there to come away with the win. They need base runners. Witt takes a look at a high ball, 2-1. Witt and Jansen then back to the top of the order with Tegan Sales, who won the game last week with a single that drove in 2. This one fouled off to the back right side of the backstop. 2-2 now for Witt. Two and 2 delivery from Fredrickson. Swing and a miss, and Fredrickson registers his 6th strikeout of the game. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fredrickson now up to 43 pitches. Again, we don't know what that pitch count they have him on is, but obviously it's extended here tonight in his 3rd inning of relief. Now, this will be his 13th batter face. Jansen got called out on strikes his first appearance against Fredrickson 2 innings ago. That one misses outside, ball 1. Before that, Jansen was 2 for 2 and a walk. Second pitch, down and away. Should be 2 balls, no strikes. Jansen, the designated hitter tonight. That'll be strike 1. Fredrickson, very, very sharp tonight. Gave up a double in the first inning of relief, a single and a triple last inning. His speed took him deep. That pitch misses outside, 3-1. Tegan Sales sitting on deck, their leadoff hitter. Knocked in 2 runs with a double, scored a run, also has a single tonight. That pitch is low, and Fredrickson walks his 2nd batter of the game. Now back to the top of the order, Tegan Sales. Flew out to center field to start the last inning. He is 2 for 5 on the evening. Stay with us for the Soundbites Vintage post-game show and the Paisanos Player of the Game. We'll have that at the conclusion, whenever that might be. 320 fans, I know you're in no hurry. Sales at the plate. Lead at first by Jansen. Average lead. Fredrickson's thrown over there a few times tonight. Does not this time. Misses outside. Ball 1. Sales has a couple of home runs so far this year, along with 3 doubles. With 2 outs, anything in the gap, Jansen has a chance to score. That one catches the outside lower part of the zone. 1-1 the count. Sales delivered the game-winning blow against Frederickson last week. Throw over to first in time for Jansen. Dives back safely. One-on-one, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Post 320 trails 8-7. That strike catches the lower part of the strike zone. 1-2. Sales struck out to start the game. 2 out of his last 3 at-bats have resulted in hits. The 1-2 pitch from Frederickson has some room to play here. That pitch misses outside. 2-2. He's been getting that outside pitch on the, I don't know if he's throwing a sweeper out there, but that one misses outside. 2-2. 2 outs. Deuces Wild on the board. Bottom of the 8th. Stars trail it by 1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. 3-2, and now Jansen will be on the move. Increases the chances of that ball hitting the gap. Kiefer playing a little deeper than he normally does. The right fielder and left fielder have moved way back, trying to keep the ball in front of them. Sales looking to drive it. Jansen not being held at first. He's on his way. A late break. Strike 3 is Sales. Rung up on a pitch that must have caught the seam on the outside, and then Sales just puts his hands up and looks at the umpire as he walks away. He cannot believe that he's not standing on first base right now. Frederickson walks 1, strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left aboard. And Post 22 comes away with the 8-7 win over Post 320, avenging their 9-inning loss last week. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back to the Soundbites Vintage postgame show. We'll take a look at the box score. We'll take a look at the line scores and the pitching lines. A lot to talk about here in the postgame show, and we will do that when we come back to Post 320 Baseball, Soundbites Vintage postgame show.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at PlaymakersLLC.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back with you. Here's the Soundbites Vintage postgame show. Post 22 with an 8-7 win. They moved to 12-3 on the year. Post 320 will drop to 12-5 on the season. The winning pitcher is Rowan Frederickson. He comes in and pitches 3 innings of relief, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. That run was earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, including striking out the side in the final inning, getting Tegan Sales looking on a pitch that must have caught seams on the black because that was awfully close. Post 320, started off in a 2-0 hole as Post 22 put 2 runs on the board. They started the first inning with 3 straight hits. Bases loaded, walk brought in the second run. But then Post 320 puts up 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third to take a 6-2 lead, but then shut out their next 3 innings. Meanwhile, Post 22 puts up a run in the 5th and 3 in the 6th to tie it up. Then Post 22 in the top of the 7th takes the lead. Post 320 on a triple by Max Speed, scoring Aiden Bird, ties it up, but in the top of the 8th, a single, a stolen base by Lars Kiefer after it looked like they had him picked off. Would have been the 3rd out of the inning. Josh Elder drives the ball deep to left field for a double, and that is the game. 8-7, Post 22 with the win. Starting pitcher for Post 22, Declan Mickley, 1 2/3 innings, had 1 hit, 3 runs, all of those earned, gave up 8 walks, and that was really the story early, as Post 22 issued 11 walks between their first 2 pitchers. Giddings came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned, walked 3, hit a batter. Koskin came in relief, pitched pretty well, held Post 320 at bay for 2 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs. He walked, that can't be right, let me look again. I had him walking 7, he walked 1. My 1 just got to be a sloppy 7. Struck out 3 for Post 320. Burke Eschmeyer, not quite as sharp as he was last week, went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He was near 100 pitches. They pulled him, brought in Seth Lefebvre. That might be his first appearance of the year. He went 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned, no walks, and a strikeout. And Ben Hassett comes in, pitches 2 innings, 3 hits, gave up 2 runs, just 1 of those earned, no walks, and a strikeout. So his defense let him down in both cases as far as the runs go. They had Kiefer picked off in the 8th, and in the 7th inning, a misplay at first base allowed the runner to score. So the defense of Post 320 let him down just a little bit. For Post 320, Sales goes 2 for 6 on the night, had a double, drove in a couple, had a run scored. Aiden Bird drew 3 walks, had a single, scored 3 times, went 1 for 2 on the night. For Colton Milhoff, he was 1 for 2 with 3 walks. Max Speed, the big triple, his 3rd RBI. He walked with the bases loaded, got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. He was 1 for 2 on the night. Ben Hassett goes 0 for 3, drew a couple of walks. Noah Wald 0 for 4. Had a walk with the bases loaded for his RBI. 0 for 5 for Lockhart. Colby Witt had a double. A walk, reached base on error, so he was 1 for 4. And Adam Jansen had a walk in his 2nd and 5th appearance, went 2 for 3 on the night, and scored a couple of runs. So that is what Post 320 looked like from their box score. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and name our Paisanos player of the game as we continue with Post 320 baseball from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Tom
Anderson back with you in Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Soundbites Vintage post-game show, and it's time for our Paisanos Player of the Game. A lot of players had an opportunity here, and all of them kind of had holes in their game, but we're going to go with Max Speed, who had the game-tying triple, also had a couple of RBIs as he has walked and hit by a pitch. So 3 RBIs and a 1-for-2 night for Max Speed. He is our Paisanos Player of the Game, brought to you by Paisanos Puchia, just down the road from us here on Canyon Lake Drive. So Post 22 with the win after sweeping Spearfish last night, picking up the win here. They've won 3 straight. They are 12-3 on the year. They will have a doubleheader on Friday at Fitzgerald versus Sturgis, while Post 320, their first game since their win last week, dropped to 12-5 on the year. They're on the road against Spearfish Friday. That doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. Our next webcast will be Monday night here from Pete Lean. It'll be a doubleheader against Brookings, pregame at 4:45, game time at 5 o'clock. And then the weekend coming up next will be the Vets Classic, and we'll have that for you here as well. So we want to thank all of our sponsors, our webcast sponsors, Playmakers, Mike's Auto Sales, Dakota Discount RV, Traders Market, Paisanos Pakia, and Soundbites Vintage, and the game sponsors, the team sponsors, Beersbach Equipment and Supply, Strive Fitness, Denny Menholt Auto Group, Shields, Tadcoat Construction, Water Tree Hot Tub, Saunas and Water Treatment, McKee Ford, South Dakota Mines, Scoopy Cow, American Family, Davis & Associates, Nick Davis Agent, Stuart Martin, Remax Results Real Estate Team, Complete HVAC, and ANCO, builders of infrastructure and communications. So once again, the final in 8 innings, 8-7, Post 22 with the win for Harley on the board. This is Tom Anderson thanking you for watching and listening to Post 320 Stars Baseball.